Welcome back to another episode of Before the Horn podcast. This is a very, very special episode. Tonight is draft night, so we had to come to you live. As you know, I'm your host, Khalil. With me, as always, I got my guy, Daywan.
Hey, we got a stacked episode for y'all. Tap in, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only is the draft tonight, we're going to be streaming throughout the whole draft as the picks come on. We're going to be giving our opinions on everything that comes up. Also, while we're doing that, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs and what we've been seeing so far from the NBA playoffs, as well as give our thoughts on the awards that has been announced as far as most improved player, sixth man of the year, and clutch player was just announced Thursday night. So we also going to give our thoughts and opinions on that throughout the night as well. But without further ado, Daywan, you can take it away, man.
All right, if y'all didn't know, the NFL draft is currently going on right now as we are doing this. It's going down in Motown in Detroit. The Chicago Bears have the first overall pick. We know it's going to be a pretty obvious pick. Everybody's predicting Caleb Williams will go first overall, but hey, we'll see. But while doing the draft, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs. Playoffs have been pretty crazy right now. We got the Sixers and Knicks playing. The Knicks are up 2-0. Let's talk about the first two games for the Knicks and Sixers while Game 3 is going on. What do you think about the first two games?
Oh, man, Embiid is just not right, bro. Like just watching him play, watching him move, you can just tell he's not right. And he's laboring. He's laboring on that knee. He's out there, trying to give it his all. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. And this is my personal opinion. He shouldn't play. I really don't think he should be playing because it's not worth, the short term reward is not worth the long term risk in
If
my
he don't play,
personal
if he
opinion.
don't play, they're not winning. They have no chance. If he doesn't play, they have no chance.
But what happens if he does further damage to that knee? Now we're not talking
That
about
is
a
true.
this year thing. We're talking about a long term thing, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like I said, you got to look at it from that perspective, bro. It's like, bro, like yes, like y'all can make a run this year. I personally don't think they're going to make it too far this year, but like for them, they're optimistic. But I just don't think it's worth it, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, the Sixers, they don't look too right. I mean, that first game, they came back in the second half. They made a good game. Like they had a great comeback. They were doing good, and then the Knicks just pulled away in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. And my like that's just due to coaching. Nick Nurse, he's a really solid coach, but the Sixers, they gotta be on the same time page. And Joel Embiid, that first game, he did hurt his knee. He re-injured that same injured knee. And after that, it just looks slow. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is currently walking out at the NFL draft. He's gonna give his little draft intro, but not gonna really worry about that. But Eminem has walked
Yeah,
out as
Eminem
well.
out there.
And he from the Motown, so the crowd is definitely happy to see him. It's
But
crazy. I
no,
could have
no,
went to the
no.
NFL draft 2 years ago, but I didn't go. I should have went.
What was it?
It was in Vegas.
Uh,
I was coming back from Atlanta, and United had a layover flight in Vegas, and I should have just canceled
oh,
the flight back to San Diego. I should just stayed in Vegas and bought a hotel out there.
I don't know if it's worth it unless I'm sitting in the team section. Because you know how
That's
every
true.
team section got like the fans. But like if I'm not in the team section, I don't know if it's really worth it. That's just my personal opinion. Like I don't want to be fucking miles back trying to watch it happen. Like I just don't like that's a lot, bro. In my
That's
personal
true.
opinion. But
But
let's why oh go
I was
ahead.
saying for like game two, the ending was crazy. Now the NBA did review it. Tyrese Maxey did get fouled twice, and I seen it in a moment. I'm like, it looked like he got fouled, but I thought he was gonna call a timeout, but he lost possession, so you can't call a timeout. Quarterback Jared Goff, former Rams quarterback, just came out. Now, Amara St. Brown was the highest paid receiver in NFL at the moment, but as we did know, A.J. Brown just get a 3-year extension, $96 million for the Philadelphia Eagles. Aiden Hutchinson walks out as well, and so did Hall of Famer, Lions legend Calvin Johnson Jr. is walking out currently as well. Stacked,
Real quick,
stacked
we
Detroit
could we could
team.
get we could get back to the game in a second. What's your
And
thoughts
hey,
on the
Hall of
Amara
Famer
deal?
Barry Sanders,
You hear me?
what's up?
I tell we could get back to the next game in a second, but what's your thoughts on the Amara deal? You like it?
I like it. I think he got paid fairly well. I mean, the wide receiver market is about to go crazy. Remember, Justin Jefferson still got to get paid. CeeDee Lamb still got to get paid. Jamar Chase still got to get paid. I mean,
T
they're going to have
Higgins.
T. Higgins. I mean, he just requested a trade from the Cincinnati Bengals, which I thought he was going to do anyway, but they tagged him. But he's like, nah, dude, I don't want to play here no more. T. Higgins supposed to be a number one on somebody's team, and I think he's definitely number one. he's definitely number one on somebody else's team, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I think he's worth the money. He had an incredible year last year. He's one of the cornerstone pieces to build off. Not only did they extend him, they also extended their left tackle on Panay Sewell, Oregon guy, of course. So he also got paid. So Detroit just locked up two of their young guys for the future. I like what Detroit is doing over there. They're smart.
Oh, yeah.
Get them early because, like you mentioned, there's a bunch of guys coming down the pipe, and the longer you wait, the higher that price tag goes. Because what we know is that he's the highest right now. But you see, AJ Brown just jumped him. Then I'm sure Jamar Chase is going to jump him somewhere. Justin Jefferson is going to jump him somewhere. T. Higgins, I don't know if he's going to reset the market, but he's looking to get paid. CD Lamb is another one who's looking to jump the market and be at the top of the market. So I think that's big on what we're going to see there. But this is the best big move. It's always best to be first with the extending guys before that price tag gets raised too high.
I got a question. For two out of these like 5 players currently on the stage, you got 2 legends from Detroit, and Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders. How different would they be? How different would their legacy be if they had won a ring? Like, think about Calvin Johnson. Not trying to crap on Matt Stafford, but Matt Stafford was a great quarterback. But I feel like Detroit just wasn't a good team back then. They went through too many head coaches, especially Jim Caldwell. He was a horrible head coach in my opinion. But what if those guys had won rings? Like, would their legacies be much more significant than they are right now?
Yeah, it's tough. I would say yeah, but at the same time, like, given their circumstances, we don't put that against them. If it's a quarterback, maybe we knock it a little bit more as a quarterback. But being Barry Sanders or being Calvin Johnson, given the teams that you had at the time that you were playing, like, you don't fault them when you look at their career. Like, yeah, like it would be amazing for them to have it, but like I said, you don't fault them. I mean, look at it. A lot of like T.O. I think doesn't have one. Randy Moss doesn't have one. Like a bunch of guys don't have one that have all time careers. Yes, like I said, it benefits you if you do have one, but I don't think it's the end all be all, especially in football as compared to a sport like basketball.
Yeah. So back on Knicks and Sixers series. Hey, they going at it right now in game 3. It's a tight game, but game 2, who do you blame that loss on for game 2?
I'm not gonna lie, I put it on Philly. Like it's not like I get it.
Who on Philly? Who on Philly do you put that on?
It's the whole team effort. I feel like we could start off with Kyle Lowry. Being able to run a baseline. He didn't have to throw it in. They still had a timeout. You could have called a timeout right there. You're an 18-year veteran. You've been in this situation plenty of times. You know what to do. You just made a dumb decision. That you could blame him. You could blame Maxey for turning the ball over. You could blame Nick Nurse for not calling the timeout in enough time. You can blame the whole Sixers team for not getting an offensive rebound, letting Hartenstein get the like. There's enough blame to go around. And then we look at a couple sequences before that. There's a couple opportunities where it doesn't have to come to this point, where it's a 3-point game. So or a 2-point game. I'm sorry, but that's my thing. I don't think the blame is on one single situation because you had ample opportunity, to avoid what happened, and it just didn't happen. So I think that's the biggest thing. My personal opinion.
That was all bad. That into that game, I was like, man, like, bro, this is just bad, bro. Hey, we'll see if the Sixers can get themselves back in the series or if Knicks going to go over 3-0. But I still got a Knicks in 6. Did I say Knicks in 6 or Knicks in 7? I think I said Knicks in 7, but
I think I said 6.
I think you said 6, I said 7, but hey, we'll see. Now let's talk about another Eastern Conference series. The Cavaliers and Orlando Magic. Cleveland is currently up 2-0 in the series. But as we're doing this podcast right now, they're down 61-45 at halftime. What do you think about this series so far?
You know how they kind of say like the series really don't start to the road team gets to win. But I'm not gonna lie, out of any team throughout this whole playoffs, the Magics have looked the worst. My biggest gripe with the Magics is one, they did not shoot the basketball very well in Cleveland. That was my biggest issue. And my biggest issue is why are we still going 10 deep? Like why? This is the playoffs, bro. This is when you shrink your bench. I'm sorry. Save the emotions aside. I need the best guy. I need my best guys on the floor 40 plus minutes. There's no way Paolo should not be playing 40 plus minutes. Franz Wagner playing 40 plus minutes. Wendell Carter playing around 40 plus minutes. Now you got a lot of guards. Don't get me wrong. You got Suggs, Harris. Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz. You know, those are all interchangeable in my personal opinion. So we can rotate those. But Franz Wagner, Paolo, I need them on the court. Wendell, I need them on the court. So, like, that's my biggest issue. And I get it. I get it. They have been doing this all year, but this is the playoffs. This is, you know, if you lose 4 games, you're going home. So I need my best guys on the floor, not when it comes down to crunch time. Even in this, like they went for D. Joe Ingles is only clocked 4 minutes, but you don't need a Joe Ingles. Like, I'm be honest, like Joe Ingles is somebody you can take out the rotation right now. I'm be honest. Like, tighten up your bench just a little bit. That's my only gripe right now. They are playing very good right now. Paolo has 19 points at the half. Franz Wagner has 12. Jalen Suggs has 11. Let those guys roll. Jalen Suggs is shooting 4 for 5. You know, Paolo's not shooting the ball too efficiently, but he's being aggressive. He's attacking. He's shooting an 8 for 18, but he's attacking. He's showing that, you know, we're not going to go down without a fight. And that's what I want to see, in my personal opinion. So that's just my only opinion on it. Bro, I don't know why I thought that was a beatbox at first.
Nah, hey,
you wow.
Hey, look.
You wow.
I'm a healthy young man, all right? I am not drinking no beatboxes on a podcast live stream. I'm not doing that. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday night, maybe Sunday evening, maybe, but that's the Lord's Day. I don't really drink on the Lord's Day unless it's wine. I'm classy like that. But hey,
bro.
Hey,
you get off the bottle heavy. I don't want to hear that.
No, hey, listen, don't listen to him, guys. He don't know what he's talking about. Trying to expose me.
Off the bottle. They want to get off the bottle, start taking off his shirt and everything.
That's
not how you get.
That's not cat.
How you get. I know it's cat.
I might entertain that. Man. I'm not going to entertain that.
Don't lie to
but
the people.
Nah, this whole Magic and Cavs series, dog, like Orlando's really disappointing. I picked Orlando in 6 because I had no faith in the Cavs. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like the first game, it was pretty close, but Cleveland just pulled away in the second half due to turnovers, and it wasn't that too many star players in the first game didn't really step up, in my opinion. And the support cast was okay. But game 2 was just dreadful by Orlando. It was just so dreadful.
So first pick is in. We all know who it is.
Yeah, it was Caleb Williams.
Yeah, first pick is in though. Bears takes up Caleb Williams. Breaking news. No surprise there.
Yeah, no surprise there. I'm just gonna say, bro, I find it really interesting, and I got nothing against the LBGTQ plus and any of that stuff. I respect y'all. I love all because God says love, not judge, and that's the way I roll. But this man, Caleb Williams, done paid his goddamn nails silver for the NFL draft, but you couldn't get a haircut or a lineup? What? His hair looked crazy. His beard looked scruffy as hell. I mean, he might make millions of dollars. He made more money than me. He's a better athlete than me. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, damn, bro, like, you can paint your nails, but you can't get a lineup or a shape up. Like, you're in Detroit. Like, there's so many good barbers out there. You tell me you can't do nothing. Like, you coming from LA, 2 hours from where I live at in San Diego. You tell me you couldn't get a lineup or something before you got on that flight on your private jet. But hey, again, I hate on Caleb. He's gonna do great things for Chicago Bears. What do you honestly think about the Bears drafting Caleb Williams? Because I know you had a gripe a bit with them trading Justin Fields and pretty much going with Caleb Williams once that solidified them going with Caleb Williams for the draft.
So I will say, yeah, I was about to ask you the same thing. But I think personally, in my personal opinion, is like I didn't like the situation because I didn't think that they put Justin Fields in an advantageous situation to succeed. So my biggest thing is, can you put him in that most advantageous situation to succeed? That's my only thing. Now we know that they just went out there and got Keenan Williams to go along with DJ Moore, so you have some help. Keenan Allen, my bad. I'm sorry. They got Keenan Allen to go along with DJ Moore. You have Cole Kmet at tight end. You got Khalil Herbert, a running back.
Bring in Dre Swift.
Oh, yeah, and you got a Dre Swift now. You got a Dre Swift. So now you're setting them up for the future. My biggest question is, what are they going to do at 9? If I'm them, you need to go get an offensive lineman to show that you're trying to protect them. Because the biggest thing with Justin Fields, he had no protection. Not only did he not have real weapons, he didn't have protection. So my biggest thing is, like, put him in the best situation to win so he has an opportunity to show what he could or can't be. You know, Bryce Young was not in the best situation. He got killed last year as the number 1 overall pick.
Smoked.
And my biggest, he's not in the best situation to win. So I don't want to bash somebody too much unless you give me a reason to. So, we both seen this pick come in, but Let's see how they build around him. What's your thoughts on it?
I'm excited for him. I mean, this is a kid that's been a top recruit since high school. He's been a top great player. I mean, from Washington D.C., this man has been killing it in high school. Then he goes to Oklahoma, takes over for Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is trash. He was supposed to be a projected first round pick, first overall pick. His
That was your
trajectory
boy.
went down. You're right. I was a big Spencer Rattler fan because of what's that Netflix series called with the high school quarterbacks?
QB1.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this man's tight. And in Oklahoma, he didn't look right after sitting behind Jalen Hurts
His
for a
attitude
year. And
wasn't
then,
right. I never
yeah,
liked
and
his attitude.
I'm like, man, he just looked bad. And then he transferred to South Carolina. He was okay at South Carolina, but let's get back on Caleb Williams. He plays great at Oklahoma, transfers and follows Lincoln Riley to USC, wins the Heisman in 2022. Then last year he had a okay year. People could say it was a down year, but look at his numbers. He wasn't trash. The team was just trash. But I'm happy for Caleb Williams, see what he can do, and I definitely agree with you. Hopefully the Bears can build around him the right way because they got to fix their O-line. And I do agree with you as well. For the 9th overall pick, don't trade down. If you can, stay there or try to trade up a little bit. Get an offensive lineman. I think they can go for Joe Alt if they try to sneak in there and get him, or go for
I
the
think
tackle from Washington.
no, I think they should get the tackle from
Oklahoma?
Penn State.
Oh,
No,
Penn
from
State.
Penn
Oh,
State. Because Caleb Williams and him was he got a
they was
tough name. It started with an F. They were
they
high
was
school
teammates.
teammates. Yep. Who do you think before it happens? Who do you think? What do you think Washington should do with their number 2 pick? We all assume it's a quarterback. Jaden Daniels or Drake May. What do you think the best?
If I'm the Commanders, I'm taking Jaden Daniels. Now, y'all know I talked about Jaden Daniels prior to the season. I thought he was a Heisman hopeful, which he ended up becoming a Heisman hopeful. But LSU just didn't have the greatest season. Yeah, great receivers, great offense, but they just didn't look good as a team as a whole. And it's like, damn, but Jaden Daniels, he still killed it. He had a phenomenal year. So if I'm the Commanders, I'm passing on Drake May. I'm taking Jaden Daniels. Yes, I am an Eagles fan. It's going to suck playing against Jaden Daniels because I know he's going to pan out really well as long as the Commanders play him in the right situation. But we've seen the Commanders with the history of quarterbacks. We've seen it before. The last pick they had at number 2 was for a quarterback. It was Robert Griffin III, who won the Heisman Trophy the year prior. And they ruined his career. They also ruined Kirk Cousins' career. They ruined a lot of other players' career. They just traded away Sam Howell, and Sam Howell he had the talent, and he's an Eric Bieniemy system. But I feel like Eric Bieniemy system it only works with the great players like we saw with Patrick Mahomes and everything. So, but I'm taking Jaden Daniels.
Here's my thing, and I like that you mentioned Sam Howell, and my biggest thing on that is I'm torn because I wasn't the biggest Sam Howell guy, but I'm also fair at the end of the day. And why can't we let these young guys go through growing fucking pains? That's just my biggest thing. Is bro, he's a 3rd round pick. He sat for a year. This is his first time playing. You throw him out. Him and Desmond Ritter. Did they show flashes of some good stuff? They show flashes of some bad stuff. The issue is they struggled throughout quote unquote their first year playing, aka rookie year. That's what I consider when it's your first year playing. And then you get rid of them. It's like you don't even give them an off season to learn, develop, or anything. And that's my thing. It's not that okay. You know what? We're gonna bring in another guy and sit here and compete. I'm not mad at that. But you just get rid of them. I personally do not like that. I don't like that. My personal opinion. But I guess it's the nature of the business.
It is. It's a business at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be real. I don't know. We don't know how Jaden Daniels is gonna pan out. But he's definitely a better prospect than Sam Howell. I'm not gonna lie. But the Commanders did bring in Dan Quinn as a head coach, defensive mindset. So we'll see if he can fix that.
Do you like Cliff Kingsbury as the OC? How do you feel about Cliff Kingsbury as an OC?
As an OC, he's straight. I'm not gonna lie. As a head coach, hell no. But as an OC, if he just strictly controlling the offense, which he's good at, I think he'll be fine. I think Jaden Daniels in that offense going fine. They got Terry McLaurin still. Breaking news. Okay, what's going on?
Second number 2 overall pick is in, and it's Jaden Daniels. What's your thoughts?
Right. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy for Jaden Daniels. I mean, I got to see him twice a year, but it don't matter. He's gonna be a great quarterback for the Commanders. Again, like I said, as long as they don't ruin him and put the right pieces around him, they'll be perfectly fine. Let's see what him and Cliff Kingsbury can do.
I like it, especially when you not to mention They was active in free agency this year. You go out,
They
you add
were.
Austin Eckler, you added Zach Ertz, you go get Tyler Biotis. You know, you beef up the defense with a Bobby Wagner and stuff like that. So they add key pieces around them. So they're starting to fill out a team. I think their defense is already solid. They went with a first overall pick and Emmanuel Forbes last year. You know that defensive line. They spent first round picks all up and down that defensive line. So I think they got some good things to build off of as well. You do have Scary Terry there as well. So you do have a good weapon. You know, so I think it was a big pick. I can't wait to see what I think they should go out there and probably get another weapon for him in the second
Yep.
round. They are
Yeah.
picking second in the second round, so there's still going to be a lot of quality receivers still out there. So I think they're gonna go get somebody, but I think it was a good move. I like the pick. I like Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna lie. I like him a little bit more than Caleb because his dynamics
Yeah,
and
I was about to say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
and his efficiency on third down. I think he just has slightly a better efficiency on third down, and I think that's the biggest thing that's going to translate and make the biggest difference.
He's key athletic, man. Let's get back to the NBA playoffs, though. Let's talk more about it, man.
Talk about your Lakers. What's up with your Lakers, man?
Whoa, 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 whoa! The Lakers is not my team. Don't even do that. Hey, you on mute? You're on mute, gang.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I picked
whoa,
Lakers.
whoa,
I said
whoa.
Nuggets in 5.
Listen. I'm not gonna let you off the hook because you're a LeBron guy. What's up with you? If you're a LeBron guy, you're a Lakers guy. I don't want to hear it. What's up? What's going on? Please let me know.
First game, they just got smacked in the mouth. They got smacked in the mouth first game. The Denver Nuggets is just a better team. We know Denver's a better team overall. Second game, though, Jamal Murray just got clutching his jeans. He just like that. Like Jamal Murray in the playoffs, he's just a different breed. Like you can't stop this man. That was pretty good defense by AD. Jamal Murray just got a good look at it and took the shot, and it went in. Thank goodness AD didn't get hurt while he was next to the Nuggets bench when they were all celebrating after he made that game winner. I was like, oh, AD, get out of that pile. And thank goodness KCP helped him get out that pile. But like I said, like me and Khalil also said, Nuggets in 5. I'm sticking with that. Lakers, they just don't got it. I think they're gonna get it. I think they're gonna probably get a win tonight in LA, but we'll see.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is your best chance. That was I'm sorry. Like, what more can we ask for? Yes, they play against tonight, but what more can you ask for? AD goes for 30, 32, I think. LeBron goes for 36, 12, and like 6 or 7 or something. D'Lo, the one person that y'all been asking to show up, 7 threes. He goes crazy. He goes berserk. Y'all up by 20. And y'all still find a way to squander the lead. And I don't want to hear it. LeBron, AD, y'all can save it. I don't want to hear anything about the refs. I don't want to hear anything about that because it should have never came to that. Because y'all was up 20 and y'all let them figure out a way to get back in this game. Because it was a point where Jokic had no answer for AD when Jokic was guarding. You switch Aaron Gordon on there, and he does not score in the last 19 minutes. What are we like? What are we going to talk about with him not scoring in the last 19 minutes? Yes, LeBron James had a good fourth quarter, but he did miss a wide open 3 to put the game up by 3. And Jamal Murray goes down the court and does what he does. But I'm sorry, bro. I can't let y'all off the hook with that one, bro. I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear anything like that because y'all was up 20. It's not like it was a close game like the Knicks game. It was a close game. A couple missed calls could sway it. We didn't have to be in this situation, but y'all squandered the lead. Y'all let the Nuggets get back into the game. Jamal Murray, who's been struggling all season, goes 6 for 8 in the fourth quarter. Cook up. Jokic 27, 20, and 12. Like that I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. I think this is their best chance. This is like what more can they do? In your opinion, what more can they do? Because I'm gonna be honest, bro. How many more games do you think Jamal Murray gonna struggle? I think
Not
at
too
some
much.
point he's gonna get it going. He's gonna get it going. So that it's not like the Nuggets has been playing their best basketball. For the Lakers, like I said, I don't know what more I got asked for from the Lakers. But for the Nuggets, they're not even playing their best basketball right now, and they're still figuring out a way to win, even down 20.
We'll see. The Lakers gotta get it together. I had a question about you for Jaden Daniels. You think about how he was at Arizona State and he got benched and they cleaned his locker out. Like they made fun of him. They said he was trash. And now this man
Bro,
is
that's
a
because he
second.
transferred. It was hurt.
Yeah, I
It was
understand that.
hurt.
I understand that. But now this man's a second overall pick. In his career, he's had almost 13,000 passing yards, 89 passing touchdowns, and 34 rushing touchdowns. That's at LSU and Arizona State. And mind you, again, Jaden Daniels, he went crazy last year. So he just won the Heisman last year for a reason.
Now, I think my biggest thing is we seen the growth and development of him, from freshman year to now. We've seen the maturation process, even from when his first year at LSU to the second year at LSU. And the biggest thing I like is the growth and the development that he's shown from year to year. Think about it like this, bro. Think about how long he's been in college, bro. His freshman year, he threw a game winner to Brandon Ayuk to
Brandon
beat
Ayuk.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
To beat Justin Herbert. Those guys on their second contract now. He's just getting to the league. But I think
Crazy.
I like it. I think it's gonna be big, bro. I cannot wait. I think my personal opinion, he's the best quarterback in this draft, in my opinion. Yes.
I was thinking that too, bro. I was like, yo, I think Jaden Daniels is like not talent, quarterback talent. So overall, quarterback wise, like throwing the ball and everything, Caleb got that. But it's pretty close. It's not super. It's close enough. Like I'm happy for Jaden Daniels, but I think he's gonna be really solid with the Commanders. Again, as long as they build around him properly and don't ruin this man's career, I will feel so bad for Jaden Daniels if, hey, the pick is in for the Pats.
Drake May. They went Drake May at number 3. What's your
Not
thoughts?
surprised. Not surprised
What's
there.
your thoughts? What's your thoughts? I got my own thoughts. But what's
No,
your thoughts?
Can you go first? Because every time I talk about Drake May, you scrutinize me.
Can we go Sam Howell? I mean, not Sam Howell. I'm sorry. Can we go Sam Darnold? Can we go Zach Wilson? Can we go Mitch Trubisky? That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I see him. That's where I see him. I don't know about you. I'm gonna let you give your opinion, but that's what I see. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it.
Drake May, I'm not surprised. 2022 ACC Player of the Year. Last year he had an okay year. It wasn't the greatest. It was not better than 2022, but he has a lot of upside. He definitely has a lot of upside. But at the same time, though, I've seen tape on him. And during the season, I was like, yo, Drake May this, Drake May that. And Khalil and Dennis is like, yo, like, bro, no. And I'm like, nah. Like Drake made this. I'm like, but then as I look at more his film in depth and closely, and I love looking at film before the draft because that's when you really get it. Like right when the season ends for college football, I look at all their film as much as I can. Drake May will probably be another Sam Darnold, another Zach Wilson. He will, yeah. He really probably might will. I just don't see it, especially with this New England team. Like, let's be real. Who is he throwing to over there? What is he gonna do over there?
I just to put it in perspective, I just seen a Jets fan happy. Just seen a Jets fan happy.
Oh, in the crowd, yeah, because they know.
No. I'm talking about on Twitter. I see a Jets fan. He just tweeted, "Yes, bring Drake May to our division." I'm not high on him. Like I said, I don't see it. The thing that they like about him is his size, stuff like that. Like no.
Mac Jones had that too. Mac Jones had that too, and I said Mac Jones is trash. Y'all dogged on me for saying he was trash.
No. Because I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Because I never said Mac Jones was all that. I said Mac Jones is as pro ready as he's gonna be. What he is what he's gonna be in this league. And what happened? His rookie year, he made a Pro Bowl. He was a reserve who got in, yes. But he had a solid rookie year. So I'm not. So that's the Mac Jones that I see come into the league. What happened was Bill Belichick puts a defensive coordinator and a special teams coordinator as his OCs.
Yeah, I agree with Matt Patricia.
That broke him. That's my personal opinion. I didn't see big stuff out of him, but I said he was as pro ready as he's going to be. And how that you get in the league and you're decent, you're solid, and you go to be trash. That's coaching, in my personal opinion.
Hey, we'll see. But Drake May's going to Foxborough. We'll see what he can do over there.
Do you think this is where Marvin Harrison go?
I think
I
Marvin Harrison
believe
is going to
so.
go to the Cardinals. I think so. That'll be a good,
I
solid
believe so as
weapon
well.
with Kyler Murray. They just lost Marquise Hollywood Brown as well. But they still got Wilson over there at receiver. They who else? Who else did they got over there?
They just signed
I
well,
just
they
went in the
lost
brain for right
Rondell
now.
Moore. They
Lost Rondell Moore.
they lost Rondell Moore and Marquise.
Yeah,
Oh, who do they got right now? That's a good question. Actually, let
I
me
mean,
look. Let me look.
yeah, they got some young pieces on the O line. They got some young pieces on defense. But while you're looking, we're gonna keep talking about the NBA playoffs. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat series. That series is
Well,
now
so
tied.
real quick, so they got Chris Moore from Tennessee. They got Greg Dortch. They got Michael Wilson. Bunch of young guys. They need a receiver bad.
They
That's
need a
my
receiver back. Marvin Harrison is probably gonna go
yeah
in there and be the number one, as he should be.
yeah for sure.
As he should be.
Hopefully,
But go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say hopefully Trey McBride, becomes the tight end I thought he was when he came out, but I don't know. We're gonna see.
We'll see. But the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat are now tied at 1-1. Let's talk about that series right quick.
You got the floor, man. You got
I
the
got the
floor.
floor because I'm a
You
Celtics
got the
fan.
floor. I'm gonna just
What was
sit
that
back.
yesterday? Listen, that looked like Miami Heat from the 2022 playoffs. They just couldn't miss. Like they had 20 something, like what, 26 made threes? That was crazy. I was like, yo, what? Caleb Martin was on fire. Hero was on fire. Alba was having his way with the rebounds. Boston I feel like the Heat, they have a thorn inside of the Boston Celtics. And Boston was simply dominated game one. Again, they let the lead slip in the fourth quarter, but game was already far away from that. But game two just looked so bad, but I feel like Miami just couldn't miss. Hopefully, we do not see that again come game three. It's going back to Miami, though. And again, Miami's one of the teams I hate facing in the playoffs. I hate facing them. But we'll see if Boston can pick it up. But, bro, this Boston team, like Jason Tatum, he don't got that dog in him, in my opinion. I said this before. He's a great player. Just don't got that dog in him. I need to see that dog. Like, where's that dog in him that Anthony Edwards has? Anthony Edwards had that dog in him. I need Tatum to have that same dog in him.
Yeah, I mean, and this is my thing. I'm a Jason Tatum guy. I've been a Jason Tatum guy since he was at Chaminade in college at St. Louis. But I just don't know, bro. And part of it is coaching. In my personal opinion, I don't like Joe Mazzulla. Never have since he got the head coaching job. I just don't like his philosophy. Because when we seen Boston at its best is when they were playing hard nosed defense. That's how they made it to the finals based on
Yeah,
defense. And
100%.
I feel like they shoot and take a lot of threes, way too many for my liking. And yes,
Whoa.
that's the
They live
NBA,
and die by the three.
and that's part of the issue. Not especially. Oh, breaking news! Marvin Harrison to the Cardinals. We called it.
That's right.
We
Hey, that's
called it.
right. That's right.
Let me. We're gonna give our opinion on Marvin Harrison in a second.
Yeah.
Let me just finish up what I was saying. My thing is when you have two of the most dynamic wings in the game, and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, is no reason why the three ball is your one and only option. Because
Okay, I don't
in my
get that.
personal opinion, they're three level scorers. You have two 3-level scorers. You have a dynamic point guard in Drew Holiday. Porzingis played soft. He plays soft. There's no way Caleb Martin should be guarding you. You need to put Caleb Martin and the ball through the rim at the same time. He's like 6'8". You're 7'3". I need you to play like you're 7'3". That's the reason why they got you. If not, we could throw Al Horford in there at that point. I'm be honest. Not just throw Al Horford in there. But like I said, bro, I just don't like his philosophy. I don't like the way they play at times. It's a good thing and a bad thing. And I think unless they tighten some things up, I don't think he looks like he got out coached. I don't think he's the best at making adjustments either. From my personal opinion, like you said, they live and die by the three. What's your counterpunch? As a coach, what's your counterpunch?
Yeah.
I don't see it. So I'm not gonna lie. We got ways away before the finals, but it's hard to pick on a win at this point.
All right, now let's talk about this Marvin Harrison Jr. pick. This man had 1,211 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns. Obviously, he won the Blitnikoff. He won the two-time Big Ten wide receiver of the year. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a total package, in my opinion, at the wide receiver position. I think he's the best receiver in this year's draft, without a doubt. Now, it is pretty close with him and Malik Neighbors, but I feel like Harrison's route running and just his secure hands and the way he creates separation. Well, no, separation, Malik Neighbors got that because he got some burst of speed. Excuse me. But Marvin Harrison Jr., hey, I like this pick for the Cardinals. Again, like me and Khalil just said, they lost Rondell Moore. They lost Hollywood Brown. We're waiting for Trey McBride paying out as he's supposed to. Kyler Murray, he's very injury prone, but we'll see. I think he's going to help out Kyler Murray big time.
I love it. Let's be real. Who's been okay, you had D-Hop at a point, but I just think I feel like Marvin Harrison is just a little bit more dynamic than D-Hop, respectfully so, just given the age that D-Hop is. Now, D-Hop in his prime was a problem, especially in Houston when he had no quarterback. And don't get me wrong, he was still a top receiver in the league, but he wasn't the same guy. I think this is the best receiver that Kyler Murray is going to have, given that offense. And the head coach that you don't like, but he proves you wrong. He actually came back and beat your team. But our opinions on the head coach could be different. But I like the pickup. I think it's gonna be a solid pickup. Very, very dynamic receiver, can run a route tree, is physical as well, and it knows the game of football. It's something when you have your dad who's a Hall of Fame receiver, and you just learn from him, you pick up from him, and I think it's an amazing pick, honestly.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's talk
Now
about
we have
another
the
playoff
Colts
series.
on the clock. Colts on the clock right now.
The Colts. Wait, hold on. The Chargers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pick?
The Chargers.
Oh, I'm
I'm
about to say,
sorry.
whoa. I'm
Chargers
about to say,
are on the
whoa,
pick.
whoa.
I mean, wrong team.
Yeah, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be really solid. All right, let's talk about another playoff series. The Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns. This has been so, like, the Wolves have had the Suns number this whole time. Anthony Edwards will be the face of the league in about another year or two. He's just a different breed. That's the killer mindset I love to see out of a player. He does remind me of MJ a lot. He does remind me of Kobe a lot. He just got that dog in him. That's what I love seeing about Ant-Man. He has that dog in him. Gobert, Cat. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Gobert, Cat, Jaden
McDaniels.
You got Nakira Walker Alexander. You got Mike Conley.
Those guys, they've been really good supporting this whole series. And Suns, like me and Khalil said, I think the Wolves gonna get them out here in 6. The Suns don't got too much depth. If D-Book and KD aren't dropping 40 or more or 35 or more each game, it's not happening. It's not going down. The Wolves are doing exactly what they want every night against Suns. It's not even close. Just having their way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. And my issue preseason is my issue now, in my personal opinion. They lack a point guard.
Yeah.
They lack somebody who can get them in sets, and they look lost out there. D-Book, like, is it my turn? Is it KD turn? Should I pass? Should I score? He doesn't know what to do as a point guard. Bradley Beal is not the same guy. The injuries has taken a toll on him, in my personal opinion. Like I said before, like, it's gonna have to be the D-Book and KD show. KD did not play his best either. He hasn't been playing his best, and it's kind of sucks because I think it's going to hurt his legacy. Because I think there's going to be a lot of talk this year once they get bumped in the first round. But when you look at this Minnesota team, they're the second seed for a reason. Not the second seed. I'm sorry, the third seed. They're the third seed for a reason. Even when Cat was down, they held shit. Ant-Man stepped up. You got the 6th man of the year in Nas Reed. Like, you got ballers over there. You got Rudy Gobert, who's playing pretty good. They want to hate him. That's another guy on they want shit list. But he
okay. Gobert's
decent.
not as high. He's like low on my shit list. Okay?
He's on your shit list, bro. He's on
not
my.
As high,
I don't care for Gobert either. But still, like,
the Suns, they getting outclassed. They getting outclassed and outplayed.
Grayson Allen hasn't showed up to the party yet. He has 132 games. And he's a 3-point shooter. So, like, they have a lot of issues, and I think that's the biggest problem. Like, there's just too many holes on this team to fill. You need a point guard, bro. My personal opinion. It starts with a point guard. Yeah, I get it. You don't have too many scores, but you need a point guard to get KD, D-Book, and even Bradley Beal into their spots, bro. In my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's facts. I'll talk about another playoff series while we're waiting for the Chargers to make their pick. The Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks, they're currently tied 1-1 after game 1. Also, wait, game 2, the Bucks did not have Giannis. Just to say that right now, but Dame was trying his best. He was carrying the Bucks without Giannis, but Pacers, they prevail in game 2. Series now tied 1-1. What do you think about this series so far?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what the point total said. Game has not been that good in my personal opinion. Let's look at
Wow.
game 1. You scored 35 points in the first half. Second half. You had as many points as me in the second half. That's a problem.
That's
Yes,
true.
and granted you got the win, but you go out and gain game 2, and I think you only scored 4 points in the second half. Like, what are we doing? And I get it. It's like, oh, pray, look at his numbers. Look how much he put up. But when did you get those baskets? When did you put up those points? And think about it, bro. Tyrese Halliburton is not even playing his best game right now. I think they have an issue with Giannis being out because Pascal Siakam is cooking. Pascal Siakam is leading the playoffs after 2 games and scoring. And I think that was the biggest thing when they traded for Pascal Siakam. You get a veteran presence, championship presence. Don't forget, he has a ring. He's been through this. He's been through the ringer. And it's just a matchup problem because the Pacers want to get up and down the floor. So one of the things you have to be is efficient as a scorer. And they just haven't been that. Breaking news real quick. Chargers pick is in. They go with Joe Alt, tackle out of Notre Dame.
Good.
What's your thoughts?
Really, good pick. This is what I wanted Chargers to do. They need O-line help. They need weapons help as well, but O-line is definitely important. Joe Alt is definitely the best tackle in this draft. Only I don't like about Joe Alt is he gets bullied sometimes, but he's gonna grow. He's gonna learn. The best tackles we have in this league, they had to grow, learn, develop. You got to throw Joe Alt in that. You have to throw him out there. No, I mean in his division, he's gonna have to see Max Crosby. He's gonna have to see Max Crosby twice a year. Denver's edge rushers.
Frank Clark, not Frank Clark. Chris Jones, they like to bump out there sometimes. Chris Jones, they like to bump him out there sometimes.
Not really too much in Denver.
Denver got rid of all their guys, huh?
Yeah, so you don't gotta really worry about Chris Jones and Max Crosby. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Diablo was solid last year. The Raiders are gonna be solid on defense. Pretty gonna be okay, but good pick by the Chargers. I'm happy. He's definitely gonna get Justin Herbert some help. Herbert was really bad last year. Plus, he had a season-ending injury as well. But Joe Alt, in my opinion, definitely is the best tackle in the draft. So good pick by LA.
My only issue is I think it's a solid pick, but I think they should have traded back because I think they need a receiver as well.
They do need a receiver.
They got rid of the 2 leading receivers, Quentin Johnston. Not it. Hopefully he has a better second year, but his first year wasn't it. I don't see it happening. If you couldn't do it with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams being out there, I just don't know. I think Justin Herbert needs help offensively. You lost Austin Eckler as well. You did bring in J.K. Dobbins, but he is injury prone. So let's see what happens there. And Daewon's favorite team is now on the clock, the New York Giants.
Guys, don't listen to him. Y'all literally see I have an Eagles jersey on. I freaking hate the Giants. Like the Giants, I'm hating them just as much, like more than I hate the Cowboys. Because it's just the Giants fans. They so delusional. They so stupid. That's why we took y'all best player on your whole team. And now he's rocking that Kelly Green. He'll be killing y'all twice a year going forward for the next 2-3 years. But let's talk about another playoff series. The Dallas Mavericks.
Did we finish with the Pacers?
Did we?
Did you go?
No. I mean, I said what I had to say already. I was like, yeah, I agree. I mean,
okay.
It's been not.
Oh, whoa. Breaking news. Eagles got a problem on their hands. Giants go with LSU wide receiver Malik Neighbors at number 6. Bradbury toast, burnt toast, gonna be more burnt than day one. Yes, sir.
Whoa! Hey! Listen. I'm tired of this on my podcast. All right, I'm tired of this on this platform. I'm always catching strays. I be catching strays out of nowhere. I catch random strays from nowhere. But hey, this is a solid pick by the New York Football Giants. The question is though, who gonna be throwing to him? This is my thing though. I feel the Giants should have took a quarterback. They say they're done with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback, one of the worst quarterbacks in my opinion in this league. He's bottom 10 shit. In my opinion, he's bottom 5. The Giants have nothing to work with on offense. Who the hell gonna be throwing to him? Y'all say they're gonna get rid of Daniel Jones. I mean, they still got Darren Waller, but he's barely top 10 in my opinion at this point in his career. You got Jalen Hyatt. He was promising last year. We saw flashes of him. Isaiah Hodges is one of the most. He's a solid underrated slot receiver. Darius Slayton is so hit or miss. It can't depend on him. And Malik Neighbors, that's a really good pick. Now, again, who's going to throw it to him? Also, their O-line is weak. They have one great offensive lineman. Everybody else is mediocre. And again, I just talked about Saquon Barkley. He's now on the Philadelphia Eagles. They have nobody really at running back. So, hey, good job from Malik Neighbors, but they got Brian. Oh, they got Brian Burns.
They brought it. They got Brian Burns. They brought in Devin Singletary. They did get a guard in John Runyon. I think he's a very solid guard. Is he a word beater? No, but I think he's a starting caliber guard and is, for this team.
They lost Xavier McKinney as well.
You did lose Xavier McKinney, but I don't. Who was they? Who did they draft last year in the first round? Wasn't it a corner?
Oh, it was Deontay Banks. Deontay Banks from Maryland.
Deontay Banks. I knew it was out of Maryland. I just couldn't remember his name. Yeah, so they did get a corner last year, but I don't love Daniel Jones. I'm being honest. Like, I think they should have went quarterback, but I think, this is only the second year of a 4-year deal for him. I guess give him one more year since he was hurt last year. But my personal opinion was that their best offense was Saquon Barkley. He made Daniel Jones, and you don't pay him. You play the guy that the running back made. But that's neither here nor there. But back to the NBA. Go ahead, D-Ball.
Clips Mavs. That series not up at 1-1. Me and Khalil both said Mavs in 6. I still got us Mavs in 6. Kawhi finally played in game 2. Didn't play game 1. The Clippers ran away with game 1, and we saw vintage James Harden. We saw great Paul George. Everybody stepped up. Game 2, Luka hit a clutch shot. They won by a 3. What do you think about this series?
I like it. I like my pick right now. The biggest thing I like, defense. Luka sitting in that chair, answering all the questions. Everybody knock his defense. Sitting in that chair. I think it was like 2 for 17 or something. On Luka. 2
for 17. I think it was like 20-something%.
The improvement that he made. And Luka's going to be Luka on the offensive end. Kyrie's going to get Kyrie's going to make his shot. It's just about the other guys coming along. And my biggest thing that I did not like was, that I feel like you try to force feed Kawhi a little too much. He hasn't played since the end of March. So, I think they tried to overdo it a little bit, but, they didn't let the game come to him. And I think that was the biggest issue. But Mavs did what they had to do. They went out there and they stole home court. I like my pick, Mavs in 6 to get it done at home, So, I think the Mavs go ahead and win both games at home, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think they got it. So what do you think about Malik Neighbors? Like, how do you think his career is going to fare with the New York Football Giants? While we're talking about this right quick before we move into the last playoff series we got covered.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't like the quarterback. I don't like the situation, bro. Be honest. I do like Dayball as a head coach. I think he's a very good head coach.
Dayball's a solid head coach.
But I just don't like the quarterback. I don't like what they got on offense, to help him. If he's a stud, he's one of those guys, he'll do his thing no matter what. But he's not in the most advantageous situation with the quarterback, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
What about you? What you think?
I definitely agree. Again, very, very fast receiver. 89 receptions last year, tied for 3rd in touchdowns out of the whole FBS. Yards after the catch was crazy last year. He's 5th in Power 5. This guy, again, you watch his film, he explodes up the line. He's a mismatch. Definitely put him in a slot on the outside. Neighbors can get it done. But again, like I said, who's going to throw to him? Like me and Khalil said, they have no offense right now, in my opinion. You got Jalen Hyatt, who's the team slashes from last year. Darius Slayton is so inconsistent. Can't trust him. I cannot stand Daniel Jones, so I'm not going to bring him up. And they have no running back right now. And they only have one good offensive lineman. The defense, on the other hand, defense is solid, but they did lose some key pieces. But they brought in Brian Burns. They got Dex still over there. Who else did they bring in? They got Devin Singletary at running
back. What you call him, bro? What you call him?
Big Dex.
Nah, that's not what you said before.
Big Dex, bro. Big Dex. Pause. No Diddy.
That still sounds mad crazy. But what was the other
No Diddy, gang. Hey, listen. I heard the Fox. The Fox Sports analysts, they call him Sexy Dexy. So I'm just saying that right now. They call him Sexy Dexy.
Oh man, but
Khalil and
Titans,
Dennis they kind of freaking
nah,
flame me for
bro.
that.
Titans on the clock right now. Where do you think they should go? They did just
Um,
get Calvin Ridley in the offseason to go
they
along with
did.
D Hop
They
as
did.
well. They
They
did
did.
lose, but they did lose Derrick Henry and Ryan
That's
Tannehill.
true. So you don't need a running back. I would say go quarterback here or offensive lineman. If I'm them, I'm going to try to take the tackle out of Washington, or you can take a quarterback here. That's just me.
You don't like Will Levis?
Do they really trust Will Levis? I mean, they'll probably give him another year. I personally don't like Will Levis like that. I mean, he's shown glimpses last year, but he's okay. But he has to show me more. But they might take a quarterback. But I think they mainly go O line. I think they mainly go O line. That's why I said O line
But
first.
they've been active in free agency. You add Calvin Ridley, you add a L'Jarius Sneed, you add a Tony Pollard, you get Lloyd Cushenberry as your starting center now. Kenneth Murray, a solid linebacker out of from the Chargers. You get Chidobe Awuzie. Like I feel like they've been they've been one of the best teams in free agency. Honestly, you know, in my personal opinion, let's build. Like, I think they should go offensive line as well.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
build.
saying go O
Let's give
line.
Will Levis an advantageous situation.
Let's see.
But yeah, obviously you don't want to mention it, so I'm gonna mention it. I know you seen the 30-point dub last night. I know you seen it. I know you seen it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my boys. What you gotta say, man?
I'm letting you start this one off, bro. I'm not getting into this with you, bro.
Listen, bro. I ain't got much to say. They show why they're the number one seed in the Western Conference. SGA is an MVP candidate for a reason. Another 30 ball, easy, light work. Chipped in with 26. Jalen Williams chipped in with 21. It was an all around team effort. Not only that, they showed up. Yes, it was
The Slaughterfest.
I get game one. I get game one. First playoff game for a lot of these young guys. You know, get your feet wet, get your toes wet. Close game. Let SGA close it out. Do what we got to do. But then we go out there and slaughter them after I heard all the noise from Sunday to Wednesday. I heard all the noise. Oh, y'all let Pelicans give y'all a close game without Zion. Y'all gonna be in trouble. This team would knock y'all off. Y'all really not that good. Da, 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 da.
Nah. Y'all tripping.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing.
That first game was close. But like, I knew that game one day was like, we not letting this happen again. Again, I thought it was supposed to be the Kings. We and Khalil predicted the Kings to get into this, but hey, the Pelicans, they don't match up with them very well, especially without Zion. If Zion was in this, maybe it would be a different story. But yeah, BI, he has to do better. He looked so frustrated last night. He couldn't do anything. Just a good Thunder team. Great head coach, Mike Doggenau. Great start lineup. Pretty good supporting
Which
cast.
I think he is going to be coach of the year, in my personal
He definitely be coach of the year
well.
for sure. But the Pelicans, they just no match for the Thunder. I got a question for you, gang. Let's talk about two awards that came out for the NBA so far. Let's start off with the sixth man of the year, shooting guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey.
Before I get into that, I'm gonna get into that. I just want to give a quick live update on what's going on around the NBA real quick. The Knicks are up by 3 in Philly, against Philly right now. And the Magics are up by 38, 104, 66 late in
They
the
spanking Cleveland.
So
they spanking Cleveland.
We got a series on our hands. I got hyped by that. I got hyped by that. I
ain't gonna lie, bro. Ain't you going to, you supposed to be going to one of these games, bro?
See, I was gonna go today, but we got the draft. We got this. I wanted to be here. I want to talk to my guy. I wanted to do this instead. When game 4, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I got a coach. I am a coach. 15U Saints. We are the Saints. Let's go. So I got a game, but also I might try to go to game 6. We'll see. Breaking news: pick just in. Titans goal offensive tackle J.C. Latham.
J.C. Latham. Wow. Okay, that's not a bad pick. That's really not a bad pick, but you had a tackle from Washington. I just don't know how to pronounce his name. I think he's the second best tackle in his draft. J.C. Latham, in my opinion, was a third. He was tied for third behind the tackle from Oklahoma, Mims, I think.
What about Penn State?
I, I don't know, bro. Like he's not bad, but I think he's probably number 4th. He's probably like 5th on my list then. But this J.C. Latham, I'm not gonna say it was a reach, but that's what they wanted. Let him have it.
I mean, I think it fits Tennessee because he's a power guy. You know, that's kind of what Tennessee likes to do is be a power kind of offense, and he moves people. In my personal opinion, he just moves people out the way. I like the pick. I think it's a very solid pick. Was it the best option? No, but it wasn't the bad option. I don't think so as well. I think it's a solid pick to build around. Will Levis. Like I said, we both said they should go offensive line. That's exactly what they did out here. Next team on the clock is the Falcons. What do you think they go for here, given the fact that they did just add Kirk Cousins this offseason?
Okay, so they're not going to get a quarterback, obviously. So if I'm Atlanta, I'm taking edge rusher Dallas Turner here. Last year, they missed out on Jalen Carter. They had a chance to build up that defensive line. Again, this Atlanta team, the last couple of years, they've been pretty bad. I think this year they're going to win the division. I'm not even trying to be funny or troll you. They have a really good chance to win that NFC South. The division is so weak. It's so bad. Like, fix your face, eat your ramen, just listen up. That division is horrible.
Oh, bro.
I'm being for real. I'm being for real.
Come at me like that.
I'm being for real. They have a really solid offensive line, a top 10, arguably top 5 offensive line. Bijan is one of the best younger running backs in the league. They got Algier behind him, which I think Algier should get. He's an RB1 somewhere else, in my opinion. He could be really solid RB1 somewhere else. Then Drake London, Kyle Pitts. You also have Rondell Moore as well. Like I know I'm probably forgetting some people, but that defense is solid too. There was a pretty solid defense last year. They held it down a lot of these games, and they had one of the best kickers in the league. So like, wow, and they brought in Kirk Cousins. I'm not joking. I think they need a little bit of help on that D line, and they're gonna be causing teams havoc, especially in that division. That division is weak. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not taking that serious.
Bro, first of all, wasn't you and Dennis trolling? Oh yeah, the Carolina Panthers gonna be a problem. They gonna
No,
get y'all
see,
problems.
No. That was Dennis.
They got Bryce Young.
That was Dennis.
Like,
that's fine. I love Bryce Young. He's a great quarterback. His team is horrible.
Atlanta gonna be Atlanta, but I'm right there with you. I think they should go Dallas Turner as well. They don't need no help really offensively. They got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. You do go out there, add a Kirk Cousins to go along with Bijan, Algier, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Hopefully those guys could take the next step. But I think what they need is a pass rush, a game record. That's what they're missing on the offense. On the defensive side of the ball. You went out there, you got a Jesse Bates last year. You got a Richie Grant. What's the corner? AJ Terrell. I like AJ Terrell as a corner. They have some very, very solid pieces. I think they really need a game record on that defensive line to, be a difference maker. And the best defensive lineman in this draft, in my personal opinion, is Dallas Turner. So I think that's where they go with this pick as well. Yeah, but man, to jump back on your question before, the draft happened. Excuse me. Just to jump on what you said before the last pick happened. What we did, 6 men a year?
6 men a year. Tyrese Maxey, Philadelphia 76ers.
No. 6 men a year was Nas Reed.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. Most improved player. I apologize.
Most improved player.
Tyrese Maxey.
I don't like it. I think they got it wrong. I think it should have been.
You think it should have been Kobe White?
No, Kobe White. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I meant to say Kobe White.
Yes, talking about a guy who bumped his average up by 10 points, who took the next step from being a bench guy to an actual starter. Tyrese Maxey was already a very good player. He was just behind James Harden and
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. He was averaging 20 points a game just a year ago. Now he bumped it up 5 points. He bumped it up 5 points essentially without Embiid and James Harden, which I expect him to do. But Kobe White went out there. He was a bench player. Now he's a legitimate starter, averaging 19 points a game this past season. I thought he should have been most improved player in my personal opinion. But as you can see lately in the kind of trends, they kind of give it to like the bigger star kind of thing. Remember a couple years ago, they gave it to John Morant. John Morant was already a star. So that's I don't know. Sometimes these voters are a little iffy, but I thought it should have been Kobe White. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I can see why you picked Tyrese Maxey as well. I mean, he was doing it mostly without Embiid. for a majority of the season, like the second half of the
I will
season.
say this though, they wasn't winning though.
They
They
weren't,
wasn't
but
winning.
they weren't. I can agree with that. They really wasn't. But again, Kobe White wasn't really either. Again, he can't get past the play-in, but Kobe White definitely did go up. And I think it's based off of not just numbers. It's on your team success as well. So I see why they give it to Tyrese, but Kobe White definitely upgraded. He finally coming into the Kobe White that we wanted him to be back in 2018 when he first got into the league. This is a guy who was supposed to be a couple years ago, but now he's just putting it together. Again, for every player, it takes time. For everybody different. But I think Kobe White probably should have won it, but I can see why they gave it to Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, no, I'm just not the. I just nah. But on to 6 men of the year, Jersey guy, Nasir Reed,
Reed.
6 man of the year. What you think?
I think this is mostly well deserved. I 100% agree with this. This is a great award given to a great player who's definitely stepped up. He's one of the underrated big men, in my opinion, in this league. He's behind two other arguably top 10 big men in this league, and Cat and Rudy Gobert. And Nas, he definitely did his thing this year. Again, shout out to Jersey because that's where he's from. The Wolves, third best team in the Western Conference. They got that dog in them. And Nas Reed was definitely a big help and success and reason why the Wolves had a successful year, and he did everything. Defense, he scored the ball pretty well. He's very efficient, rebounding. I like what I've seen from him. So this award was definitely deserved for 6 man of the year.
Breaking news. Holy snap! They go Michael Penix with their draft pick.
The Atlanta Falcons take Michael Penix.
Michael Penix.
Oh my gosh.
Pick. What's your thoughts? What's going on? What's going on? Please, somebody let me know what's going on. They want to talk to me.
The Atlanta Falcons are the worst team at drafting. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. What were y'all thinking? Last year, y'all go draft Bijan. Again, generational talent, whatever. Looking back at it, I can see why they drafted Bijan over Jalen Carter. You have Kirk Cousins. Again, you just paid this man $100 million guaranteed, and you go draft another man who has injury history. Now, Michael Penix Jr., again, the last 2 years, he's debunked that. He definitely debunked it the last 2 years. But you go quarterback and you need an edge rusher? I'm guessing they think Kirk Cousins is not going to pan out that well. And I don't get it. They bring in Raheem Morris as the head coach, and he's a great defensive coach. You had Dallas Turner right there, and you pass on him? Atlanta can't draft, bro. I'm sorry. This is why Atlanta would never be a good team. And guess what? I think the Saints probably got a chance to win the division now. Just off of that pick. That just pissed me off. No, I'm sorry. Not even the Saints. The Bucks, we're going to just forget about the Bucks. They waxed my team in the first round last year. So the NFC South is officially wide open again. I don't care what no one says. Again, not dogging Michael Penix. He's not a bad quarterback. Again, injury history, his first couple years in college. Again, this is like his 5th year in college. He has an arm. He has good pocket movement. His decision making, it kind of showed. Like he threw a lot of jump balls last year. He threw a lot of contested catches balls, but he has a lot to do. He has a lot to work with. And let's let you know, like they got rid of Marcus Mariota. Again, Penix is better than Mariota. Not a better athlete, just a better quarterback. They get rid of Desmond Ridder. I feel like they took a step back, not from Desmond Ridder to draft Michael Penix. It's like you didn't need a quarterback. You could have waited a year or two to draft a quarterback, and you go steal one. You could have waited later in this draft to take a quarterback. And you do a mind-boggling draft pick and take Michael Penix Jr. out of Washington. The city of Atlanta got to be going nuts right now, not in a good way.
I'll be honest, bro. I don't know what to say. Like you kind of said it, what I thought. Like,
yeah,
why?
I get it.
What are we doing? What's the reason? Like, really, like you just paid, like you said, Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed over the next 4 years or so. I get it. He is coming off Achilles injury, but that's supposed to be your guy. And I get it. It's like, okay, you want somebody to be behind, but not at number 8. You could have waited. You honestly could have waited. You could have traded back. And this is twice. This is the second year in a row that we've been shocked by what the Atlanta Falcons has did. They drafted Bijan Robinson number 8 last year. They go out here number 9 and draft Michael Penix. I don't get it. I really seriously don't get it. And it's like you mentioned, bro, and we both mentioned we thought they should have went edge rusher. We thought, they don't have a premier edge rusher, and that's what you had on the board with Dallas Turner sitting right there. If anything, like I said, you could have traded back, but you stand pat and you draft Michael Penix. Obviously, the goal is to sit him, but for how long? Is it? And it's not the
he's
same
already 24. He's already 24. You just drafted a quarterback. He'll be a backup for at least 2 to 3 years. Overall, he's 24.
And we can continue to talk about this. I just want to announce the next pick. Bears select Rome Odunze, number 9 overall. We can talk about that in a second, but let's finish with this Atlanta topic real quick. Like you mentioned, bro, he's 24. There's not a situation of Packers. Remember the Packers situation when they went up and traded for they got Jordan Love, but Aaron Rodgers is like he was.
I was gonna bring that up.
Aaron Rodgers was a little shit like that year that they drafted him was a little shaky. And Aaron Rodgers go out there and win back-to-back MVP, rightfully so. But the writing was on the wall. They was tired of him. This is not the same situation. You just brought the guy in 2 months ago.
Exactly.
Not even last month. It was last month. It was March. You just brought him in March, and then you go out there and get that like that. I don't know, bro. I'm not the biggest fan, and I get like okay, sit behind him, but for how long, bro? Like you mentioned, he's 24. How long do you really expect him to sit behind him and throw him?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I just
bro.
don't,
like,
and it doesn't make sense. I wonder what Kirk Cousins' thoughts was on this pick, on that pick. Honestly, like I wonder if they.
I hope they went over this with him. I hope they went over it with Kirk Cousins because he's probably like, "Yo, bro." But the Bears do select.
If they did, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with the GM right now.
To be honest, but the Bears do select Rome Odunze with their 9th overall pick. They do go get a receiver to help out Caleb Williams and that depleted offense, which they lost a lot of weapons. What do you think about this pick, bro?
Hold on. Breaking news. The Jets have just traded their pick from Minnesota. A team that we talked about when they traded to get that second first round pick that may try to trade up, take them 2 picks, package them up, and try to move up. That's what so the Jets have now traded the 10th overall pick to Minnesota Vikings. Now the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. Let's see what they do. But
nice.
I don't know. Because you have a DJ Moore, you have a Keenan Allen, you have a Cole Kmet, you have a decent running back. You need offensive line help. And you go out there and get a receiver. For all this, we could have kept Justin Fields, go get Marvin Harrison, and then go get him a tackle. That was my plan all along. If this is what you wanted, because y'all still have a terrible offensive line. It's not as bad as it used to be. But it's still not that good. It's average at best. It's average at best. And that's my biggest issue. So pick is in as well. I can't wait to hear. I want to hear what your thoughts is on this. JJ McCarthy.
Oh my gosh. I just seen it. Let me get my thoughts on Rome Odunze right quick. You're going to a crowded wide receiver room, and he talked about this on the Pivot podcast. How he didn't mind going to a crowded wide receiver room. He wants to learn from these great receivers he's going to be playing around with on any team he goes to. But you're going to sit behind Keenan Allen and DJ Moore.
Ooh.
Hey, I mean,
well, I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off. The Vikings still have their second first round pick as well. So
nice.
That's big because they only traded up from 10 to 11. So they still have that number 23.
That's big. But I'm happy for Rome Odunze. But hey, Keenan Allen will probably be working the slot majority of the time. I'm gonna put Rome Odunze on the outside. But hey, we'll see.
I don't know. Would you rather put DJ Moore or Keenan Allen? I feel like DJ Moore got a little bit more quick twitch in him than Keenan Allen.
He does.
At this point.
He does. Now, let's talk about their division rivals who just picked after that. They go with JJ McCarthy, and honestly, I'm not surprised.
I'm going to just sit back here.
I really thought the Vikings were going to trade up higher to get JJ McCarthy, but they got him at a really solid spot. Do I agree with the pick? Absolutely not. I do not like how JJ McCarthy, the last 2 months, have risen up people's draft boards and how this draft stock has gone up. I don't care. No,
Oh,
he's not the good. No, he's not good.
bro.
He's not that good. He's not.
Yes,
Don't advocate like he's good, bro.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you
Kirk
go.
Cousins is, I mean, no, not Kirk Cousins. Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are about to be punched in the air. This guy cannot get it done without. He doesn't have the best arm, in my opinion. He doesn't have it. He's a winner, but I'm just not a big fan of Jason McCarthy. I don't think he has everything. I just don't see the hype. I don't see how he's risen up all these draft stocks and draft boards the last 2.5 months, and I just don't like it. So whatever. If I guess y'all want to keep losing.
Cause watch the film, bro. Watch the
I
film.
watched the film. He has nothing eye-opening. He's nothing crazy. Like, yes, he's athletic, but his pocket awareness is okay. Like, he can move in the pocket, but he's a solid runner. But no, I'm not hyped
My
on
biggest
this.
thing is, and this is what I
No.
like. He's very good where you need to be good. Which is my biggest thing.
Cool.
What I like about Jaden Daniels, third down. He. Yes, I get it. He's not the flashy guy out there. He's not going to do. Oh my God! Look at the Caleb Williams players. Look at the Jaden Daniels players. All that. He's not that.
Yeah.
But he's a
I mean, you're
very
not
solid
wrong.
quarterback who makes the right plays. He always makes the right plays, and that's sometimes what you need. You don't need always a flashy guy. You get a guy who's solid, who knows how to play the game, who knows how to run an offense, who's been in a pro style offense already, so he's already polished in that standpoint. My question is, who starts to begin the season? JJ McCarthy or Sam Darnold?
Sadly, it's gonna be probably Sam Darnold for a game or two. It's gonna be just like Andy Dalton with the Bears, and Justin Fields is gonna come and take over. I can see it happening. No. I just
I,
no. Their quarterback room is
I,
garbage.
I like O'Connell too as an OC. I think he's a very solid OC. And you know what's crazy? A defensive player has not come off the board yet. There's been 5 quarterbacks taken, 3 receivers, and 2 tackles.
It should
No,
have
no.
been it should have been Dallas Turner. It should have been Dallas Turner for Atlanta Falcons, but Atlanta wants to be retarded. So that's why there'll be a dumpster fire of a city and a dumpster fire of an organization.
I love it. I love it. Be horrible. I
Oh,
love
I'm about to
it.
say he love it.
I love it.
I forgot you was the
I
Saints fan
love
for a
what
second.
they did. I love what they did. Keep doing y'all, Atlanta. Y'all just know how to F something up. But I mean, that's a JJ McCarthy, bro. Like I said, bro, he's a winner. I don't know what other way to put it. He
No,
knows how to
bro.
play.
That's
He
not
knows
going
how
to,
to play the
bro.
game of
This is the
football.
NFL. This is the NFL, bro. Come on, like, listen. Yes, you have a really good. You have the best receiver in the league, in my opinion, still at Justin Jefferson. That's arguable because Tyreek Hill was definitely giving him a run, most definitely. But yeah, Jordan Addison over it as well. You got T.J. Hawkinson. You bring in Aaron Jones. You have a solid offensive line, bro. But J.J. McCarthy, that can help him out. But listen, he just don't got it for me at quarterback. Besides him being a winner, look at some of the throws he made. They were just lucky
Okay,
throws. His defense. His defense and bro, the team he had in Michigan was crazy. And Jim Harbaugh,
bro.
who's now a coach at LA, no.
So what superstar receiver did he have? What superstar receiver did he have?
See, I knew you
Roman
were gonna say
Wilson?
that. I knew you were
Roman
gonna say that.
Wilson? I guess be outside of Blake Corum, who was a running back who ran the ball exceptionally well. JJ McCarthy's best option was Colston Loveland. My personal opinion. The tight end.
Not bad. You're not wrong.
Now you go into a situation with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's meant to succeed. He's meant to succeed. I'm sorry. I like him. Drake May or who you think? Drake May or JJ McCarthy? Which one you think is gonna have a better career?
They're both ass.
Bro.
They didn't even step on the field yet, and I'm good off both of them.
That's wild, bro. That's
Do I think he's gonna
wild.
have a better career
That's
though? JJ McCarthy probably. He knows how to win, but it's not because of he does anything special. He does nothing special. I don't know why y'all so hype on him. This Vikings team is horrible, and let's see if O'Connell can be a better head coach, especially in game important situations, like especially managing the clock and stuff. We'll see, but I'm not a big fan of JJ McCarthy pick. You know, I don't know, not a chance.
I like it. Question: where do you think the Jets go? Where do you think the Jets are going from here?
Okay, If I'm the Jets, I'll probably take an offensive lineman to help out with Elijah Vera Tucker as well. I'll take.
Well, you know they did just get so they did get Tyron Smith this year. They also did get John Simpson, also
That's
Morgan
true.
Moses, all offensive linemen. They did add Hassan Reddick from your team, and then went out and got Mike Williams, Tyrod Taylor, Javon Kinlaw as well, and Isaiah Oliver
That
as
is
well,
true.
and Leaky Fatu for D line. So I feel like
They
they
probably
did
go
it
another
well. They
weapon.
did it good enough.
What do you think?
I'm right there with you. I think they should get another weapon.
Yeah, I think get another weapon
Um,
for Garrett. Besides Garrett Wilson, like
personally, besides Garrett Wilson, there's nobody else on that team that I love. To be honest, who's still on the board? Who who's the next receiver on the board right now? Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas.
You got Brian Thomas. You got Xavier Leggett. You got
Yeah,
Donnie
Xavier
Mitchell,
Worthy,
speed guy.
AD Mitchell.
Lam McConkey, I like him as well. I think he's going to be very solid. And you also got Xavier Worthy. I think honestly, I would love to see if they could get one of the Texas guys. My
I'm not gonna
personal opinion. I
lie.
think one of
If I'm Justin Jefferson, bro, I'm requesting the trade. I'm getting out of
bro,
here. I'm getting out of here. He hated Kirk.
bro,
He didn't like Kirk Cousins throwing to him like that. You think JJ McCarthy's gonna be better? Oh yeah, please.
bro, bro. JJ McCarthy he's pro ready. He's pro ready, in my personal opinion. He's pro ready. He just does not get enough love. And I don't like the hate, bro. Where is all this? Are you an Ohio State fan too? Like I expect this out of
No,
Dennis.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you
No,
an
I'm
Ohio
not.
State fan too?
Don't do that. No, I'm not. No, he's just not that good. I think the Bears, they have the Bears got to put it all together. They got to just put it all together, in my opinion.
Do you think they go edge? Do you think they get a defensive player? When do you think our first defensive player comes off the board?
I would say Denver. Denver has a chance to get Dallas Turner. Go get him. They
I'm
need
honestly
help.
surprised. I'm surprised they haven't made a move because in my personal opinion, they still need a quarterback.
They do. Denver either take a quarterback or to go Dallas Turner.
Is there a chance you see Bo Nix come off this run? That would be
It can
six quarterbacks.
it
We're
can
already
happen.
at 5 quarterbacks in the first 10 picks.
He's a first round project for sure. He's first round talent.
The more I think about it, yeah. It's my only thing. I'm starting to question like why did Minnesota move up a pick just to pick him because I assume that I don't think the Jets could take a quarterback. Ooh. What do you think about that? What's your opinions on the
The
Jets
Jets take a
coming to take a
quarterback.
quarterback?
That'd be Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers again getting another quarterback drafted behind him to learn. I mean, Aaron Rodgers said that he was fine. Uh, with Zach Wilson last year, but
But think about like how many years did Aaron Rodgers really got left? Two,
I think like
three
2 or
at
3.
most. That's about what Jordan Love took. Jordan Love sat for 3 years. And we've seen how that worked for Packers these past 2 years. You get a guy like Bo Nix. Bo Nix is what, 24, 25 though? That'd be the only thing though. He is up there in age. He's not a young guy, that has a lot of time to sit. And that was the biggest thing with Bo Nix as well. But breaking news, the pick is in for the Jets. And they go Olua Fashanu,
That's
tackle
for
from Penn
Washington.
State.
Oh, Penn State, Penn State, Penn State,
No,
Penn State.
Penn
My bad.
State. Penn State. Boy, I've been trying to tell you this. Dog.
My
You said
bad. My bad.
Washington.
Hey, chill out, chill
Penn
out, chill out.
State.
The tackle for Washington is good too. I think he's better than the tackle at Penn State, but whatever.
Wow, what do you think about this pick?
It's a solid pick. I mean, again, like I said, go O-line and get Aaron Rodgers some more help besides Elijah Vera Tucker. I mean, they need interior help as well. But you talk about Tyron Smith. He's at the last leg of his career. You talk about Morgan Moses. He hasn't been that good in my opinion in years. The Jets do need help on the offensive line, but I think another weapon for Aaron Rodgers would have been good because again, besides Garrett Wilson, they don't have anything. So whatever.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think they should have got a receiver. Personally, I think receiver would have been the best pick for them at this point. For them to try a team that's trying to win now. Uh, unless you're like I said, you just went out and got Tyron Smith. You just went out. You got a Morgan Moses. Do I think you can use extra help? Yes, but do you really need that right now? No. Let's give Aaron Rodgers another weapon to operate with in that offense besides Garrett Wilson. That I think that's what they should have went personally. But another year of Aaron Rodgers not getting a first round weapon. I think that's what they should have went.
They should have, but hey, we not in that GM office.
I need to be, man. I need to be. I think I get a team right. I get a team right.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
on the
trust you.
clock next? Who's on what? Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Not really breaking news, but score update for the NBA. The Magics have now finished. The Magics and Cavs game just went final. Is the final score is 121-83. So now the Cleveland Cavaliers are up 2-1. What's your thoughts and opinions?
It like we said earlier, the Magic just came out and just dominated. It was just dominant from the start. Again, at one point they were up by triple. Like it was not even close. They're now down 2-1, going back to Orlando this weekend. So we'll see if they can keep it up. Again, I still got Orlando in 6. Let's see if they can make a run and win 4 straight. I like it.
Um, I think it was a big win for them. The game, like I mentioned at halftime, the guys came out and been aggressive. When I mean their guys, I mean Paolo Banchero and Jalen Suggs. And what they did was they pushed this game out so far that you could put the reserves and you could save them a little bit. And that's the biggest thing. And that's what I like. This is the team that we wanted to see. This is the team that we wanted to show up. They shot the basketball very well. They shot over 50% from the field compared to Cleveland, who only shot 39%. They only shot 23% from the 3-point line. But this game was over by the third quarter. You put
It
the bench in,
was.
you let the bench get their the what was it called, garbage time minutes or whatever the case may be. But it's a big win and a big time performance for a team that just hasn't shown up this year. So I can't wait to see game two. I mean, I'm sorry, game four on Saturday at 1 o'clock. I think that'd be a very good game. That's a big game that they need to break in. Breaking news. The Denver Broncos have just now selected Oregon quarterback Bo Nix with the number 12 overall pick. So now we have seen 6 quarterbacks go out in the first round, which is crazy to think about. Just to think about, I think the most we've seen before this is 5. Now we're 6 through 12 picks. Broncos needed a quarterback. At the end of the day, they needed a quarterback, and you get a very solid guy in Bo Nix to go into that offense now. To build with Sean Payton. And Sean Payton is really that guy. I think Bo Nix is that kind of guy that can, be an important asset to this team, and he can grow. We've seen him grow throughout college. I like them. He was on my team, Oregon. He had some big games. He showed a lot of growth from him being a freshman at Oregon. I mean, a freshman, his first game at Auburn as a freshman, knocking off Oregon to finish in his career with Oregon. Big win, big time pick. I like the pick. Day one. What you think, man?
Hey, I mean, I think they should have ran edge rusher here, but Bo Nix, the pick does make sense. Last year, he had a really solid year. Again, he's a Heisman finalist. Ever since he went to Oregon, he's definitely upgraded. I thought Bo Nix was hot garbage when he was at Auburn. Uh, Still wasn't too high on the last couple years, but last year he really he brought my belief up on him as board. And I think this is a guy that the Vikings should have took, in my opinion, over JJ McCarthy. Again, I think McCarthy's dog shit, but Bo Nix is gonna be a game changer for this Broncos team. They got some weapons over there, not too much weapons, but they got some guys over there that he got to work with. It's gonna be a struggle at first. Let's see how he works well with Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton is definitely gonna mold this guy into what he wants. So we'll see.
Uh, let me look real quick. Broncos. Now the Broncos now have in-house Zach Wilson, Jared Stidham, Ben DiNucci, and now Bo Nix.
Yep.
You still have Marvin Mims there. You just got Josh Reynolds from Detroit. You still have Cortland Sutton. Tim Patrick
Mm-hmm.
is still there. You have some very solid players. Adam Trotman, I wasn't that big. He came from my team. You got Javonte Williams who's coming. I think isn't he coming off an ACL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Javonte Williams that's coming in. They got a decent offense, decent team. Do I think they're competing for anything? Not really.
No.
Not when you got Mahomes in your division. But uh, I don't know. I don't know. The more and more I think about it, is like you go out there, you get a Bo Nix to go in a division with Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes. I don't like the situation for him. I,
He's gonna be what
because
Sean Payton wants to mold because Sean Payton likes his pro style quarterbacks. Bo Nix is not too much of a pro style quarterback, but he's gonna mold Bo Nix to what he wants him to be. Who knows if he'll turn out well? But he don't got too much to work out with over there. I'm not gonna lie. He's coming from a loaded offense the last 2 years at Oregon. So not really nothing too much over there in Denver. So we'll see. We'll see what he can do.
Man, just to give a quick update as well in the Philly and Knicks game. Philly is up 90-80 right now in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Joel Embiid has 32 points, shooting 11 for 15 from the field right now. He's having him a game. He's balling out right now. Do you think they could get it done this time? Or
Too early to tell. It's only the third quarter. I'm not. I'm not
I
saying
know, but
I'm.
like my thing is this: like we seen him up in with the lead before, and Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson's not. He's playing. He's playing. I think he's shooting the ball more efficiently than he was. The past few games, he's shooting 11 for 20 right now. He has 27 points.
Yeah.
Derek, I don't think Josh Hart's having his best game. He's shooting 6 for 13, but you have Hart and Son shooting 6 for 8. They're shooting very efficiently. I think the biggest thing right now. Let me see. They got to stop Embiid. Got to stop Embiid. They're shooting 55% from the field, 48% from the three, and they're shooting 85% from the free throw line. I think that's the biggest difference right now. And they're 12 for 14. They're getting to the free throw line and making their shots. But it is very early to tell. But yeah, damn. Embiid's hooping right now.
Oh
Embiid
yeah.
is hooping right now. Let's see who's on the clock right now.
Raiders.
Who's on the clock? Raiders on the clock. Ooh,
Yeah.
what do you think they do?
I thought the Raiders were going to go here and get Michael Penix Jr., but they can't because he went to Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are retarded for taking him. I'm still mad about that. But if I'm the Raiders right here, oof. I honestly don't know. Yeah, Michael Meyer at tight end, Tay Adams at one receiver. Uh,
Do you believe in Aiden O'Connell? Like, I
no,
mean, I
I
feel like you don't
don't.
have any choice at this point. You don't like. I don't see
All the
another
quarterbacks are gone.
quality.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see another quality quarterback at this point. I mean, you got Spencer Rattler right
no,
now. The next top five quarterbacks are Spencer Rattler out of South Carolina, Michael Pratt out of Tulane, Kendon Slovis out of BYU, Jordan Travis out of Florida State, and Devin Laurie out of Kentucky. Those are your next five top receivers based on ESPN rankings right now.
none of those guys are first round picks, especially with Jordan Travis injury that he just had. Nobody's not gonna take him in the first 2 rounds.
We're talking about late day two guys at this point. That's all that we got. Because
Yeah,
we thought like there was a notion at a point early in the draft process that Michael Penix and Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy could all be day two guys. They all went in the first 12 picks. So I mean, what do you think? Who do you think? Who do you think? Who do you think they should go with?
go Dallas Turner here. Go Dallas Turner.
They got Mad
That's
Max already.
you get some help with Mad Max. I mean, again, they have another outside edge rusher that's been really good. He was pretty solid last year. I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't remember his name. Um, I'll say go Dallas Turner or let me look at my draft board.
I think right now, I think they should go Terry on it from Alabama.
From Alabama, the corner, they do need some help at
The
corner.
corner, they do need corner help. I think Terry and Arnold would be a big, big pickup for them. I like Terry and Arnold to go to the Raiders. I'm not gonna lie. I think they should go defense, honestly.
Do need help in defense.
So the Broncos actually had Bo Nix as their QB3. So I guess they kind of got the quarterback that they expected to get, given the fact that you knew Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels was going to go off the board in the first 2 picks. You know, they had Bo Nix as the QB3 and they got their guy. So Broncos did what they needed to do without having to trade up. That they got who they wanted. So, but what you thinking? Who you thinking? Who you thinking to the Raiders at this point?
Terry Arnold makes pretty good sense. Look at my draft board. I'll find it.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they got them another weapon to go along with Tay Adams, because besides that, you got Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker. Not the biggest fan. You do got Michael Mayer as your tight end already. You went ahead and drafted him last year. You do got Zeus White. You went out there and got Antonio Madison. You got Gardner Minshew as a backup too, who's shown that he's been a very, very good backup. You went out there, you got Cody Whitehair as your guard from Chicago. You signed Christian Wilkins, a free agent. You still got Tyree Williams, who you drafted last year in the first round to go next to Mad Max. Spillane had him a big year last year. I think corner is the best way to go, because I think right now your number one corner is Jack Jones.
Mm.
You got Marcus Epps as your starting safety, but I really don't have a safety in his draft with a first round grade, in my personal opinion. There's not really a safety I like. I think corner is the best bet for him. I think Tyrion Arnold is my guy that I would say should come off the board. But let me see. I think the pick is in.
It is.
The pick is in.
Pick is in. Oh boy!
Oh! The Raiders have taken Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. Because we picked right after them, man. We picked
don't even need them.
Pick next. What's your thoughts? Given the fact that they just drafted Michael Mayer.
They have Mayer.
But we've seen this before with, Buffalo.
2 tight ends.
Who had Dawson Knox. Yeah, who had Dawson Knox, and they went out there and drafted Kincaid.
Stop with Dawson Knox, bro. I'm tired of hearing about Dawson Knox, bro. Dalton Kincaid is a better tight end than Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox is good though, bro.
He's okay. Saw a lot of drops from last year, and he's just inconsistent with getting the ball and getting open. Brock Bowers, one of the top, in my opinion, a top 5 prospect in this whole entire draft. Again, he's a 2-time winner of the John Mackey Award. Bro, he's a beast. He's literally, I think he's a reincarnated. I think he's a faster George Kittle. He's more athletic than George Kittle too. And he's just a dog. Like he got it. And 3-time first all-team SEC, 3-time AP All-American. But this is kind of confusing with Brock Bauer. I mean, are you gonna put Michael Mayer in a slot and then put Brock Bauer like inside? Are you gonna have Brock Bauer split out wide and have I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna figure that out. Let's see what head coach Antonio Pierce can do. Who's gonna be a quarterback though for Raiders? Are you going with Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell at this point, or are you gonna draft one in the later rounds? So Aiden O'Connell, Tay Adams, Jacoby Myers, Michael Mayer, and Brock Bauer.
Not gonna lie, it was a solid pick.
Who was?
But my team is on the clock right now. I'm kind of conflicted. I really don't know.
What you want?
For need, but I think one's more of a need than another. I really think we need to get a tackle. Let me look. What tackles they still got on board right now? Your guy from Fashanu, from Troy Fashanu from Washington. But I would love to get a Brian Thomas. Keep him in Louisiana. Put him next to Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed. Give him another weapon. Especially in this offense, man. I feel like we need a receiver. I really want a receiver, but
if I'm the Saints, I'm going receiver or tackle. I'm going receiver or tackle if I'm the New Orleans Saints.
I would say, like I said, I would say Fashion from Washington, but I really want a receiver. And Brian Thomas, I would like us to get Brian Thomas. We already got a speed guy, so I don't think we need a Donnie Mitchell. Brian Thomas, that's what I want. That's how I feel like we should get
Let's see.
personally. That or, and this is not something I know we're not going to do because we don't do this at all. Trade back, but I don't think we're going to trade back. Um, so fuck, man. We
If
just
I'm
got
Philly,
Chase
I
Young
mean,
this
if I'm
off
the Saints,
season,
if I'm the Saints, I'm using this pick, not trading back.
but like, I feel like there's so much like, just think about because I feel like we could beef up our defense as well, bro. And there's
Y'all
just
can.
so many guys.
Both
Think
definitely
about it,
can.
bro. We're 13 picks in, not one defensive player. Bro, think about the edge rushers. Dallas Turner,
Dallas Turner, he's still
Letu,
out there.
Jared Verse, Chot Robinson, Byron Murphy,
Byron Murphy,
um,
yeah.
Chris Jenkins, Mason Smith, Javon J. Sweat. They're still on like we could go a lot of places with this.
We'll see.
What
Let's see
the
what the Saints
fuck?
do. Who that nation? Stand up.
Bro, oh man.
Well, I'm
I
waiting for
feel
the
like,
Saints
bro,
pick.
like I'm just debating, bro, because I feel like, bro, like I'm going back and forth on this because the more and more I think about it, I think it's driving me crazy. No, the Saints pick is in.
Oh boy.
We're drafting Felice Fuga from Oregon State, offensive tackle.
Oh, that's kind of a reach in my opinion. That's a little bit of a reach. He was solid last year, but that's a reach. I think he's
I
gonna go
mean,
late first round, but he's going mid first round. It's okay.
yeah, I mean,
But
late
nah.
first round was his grade.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the pick. I'm not mad at the pick because that's what we needed. We need an offensive line help. James Hurst just retired. As our we're going to be running a scheme, and it's going to be very beneficial for a guy like Derek Carr, having Kamara a little bit, kind of in the way McCaffrey went off to the back, but he's gonna have his opportunity. We have Ken Miller. Oh yeah, keep it on. Yeah, it was needed. It's not the flashy pick. It's not the big name pick, but it was needed. I'm okay with the pick. I'm not mad. It was a reach because, like you said, like you mentioned, he is a later round pick, great. But it was a pick. I like it. I'm not gonna be mad about it, argue about it, or anything like that. It was what's needed.
I can tell y'all right now, he lying. He hates that pick, low key. Don't let him fool
I
y'all.
don't hate it, bro. Bro, I don't
He
hate
hates
it,
that
bro.
pick.
It's a, it's okay, bro. Like I don't know, like it's
No,
okay,
he hates that
bro.
pick. It's all right,
It's
bro.
okay. I don't hate it because it's a need. That's what we needed. It's a
I
need.
understand.
It's not the flashy pick, but it's the needed pick. And that's all that matters. We got what we needed, and that was an offensive tackle day one. We can go out there and get. There's still a bunch of receivers left on the board to go get in day two.
Yeah,
So we
no, most
still
def.
have eight. We have eight more picks in this draft. And one thing I know about my team, if we see somebody we like, we're going to go up and get them. So I feel like I keep running through the list of receivers that we got on the board, bro, and like we talked about Brian Thomas, Xavier Leggett, Donnie Mitchell, Lat McConkey, Xavier Worthy. We still got Ricky Pilsel. We still got Keon Coleman. We still got a Jalen Perk, a Jalen Mitchell, a Troy Franklin, Brandon
Johnny
Rice,
Wilson.
Roman Wilson. Johnny Wilson, Tez Walker. Like, there's still so many receivers left on the board.
It's some
I'm
dogs.
not
It's some
mad.
dog. This receiver class is pretty. I think it's pretty
It's
really deep.
stacked. It's stacked. So I'm not mad. I think we could go out and get one day two. I think that's what we should go get day two. But it was a solid first round pick. I cannot hate it. I cannot be mad at it.
He pretending right now, guys. It's all right. I
Bro,
feel for him. I feel for him a bit. I feel for him a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I feel for him.
it's solid, bro. It's solid. It's solid. Am I talking myself into it a little bit? Yes, I
You
am.
are.
I am talking myself into it a little bit. But still, like it's like I said, it's a need. It's not a want. It's a need. It's not even a need. It was a must. We had to go offensive line, which sucks, but it had to be done. So I'm not mad. Like I said, there's still a lot of receivers left on the board to go get in day two. So that's good. But Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock.
From the
Where do you
Colts,
think they go?
bro. From the Colts, take a receiver or get some O line help. It's out of those two as well. Take a receiver or get O line.
Oh, I don't think they should go O line. Not at this point. No, man. They got a very solid O line. You still got Quentin Nelson. You got
No,
Ryan
I'm saying like,
Kelly. You got Braden Smith. Maybe tight end. But
well,
like,
they missed out on Brock Bauer.
who's the next best tight end on the board right now? You got the tight end from Jatavian Sanders. You got Kate. It's not a tight end that's worth getting, honestly. Be honest. Jatavian Sanders is a day two guy at best, but it's not another tight end I see them getting. I like what they got at receiver. You got Josh Downs in the second round just last year. You got an Alec Pierce. You just played Michael Pittman. You know, you got Anthony Richardson coming back. You went out there. You got Joe Flacco. You still got Jonathan Taylor coming back.
I'm still mad about the Michael Penix pick for Atlanta. The Falcons are getting clowned on social media right now. The Atlanta Falcons are getting trashed on social media right now, as they should, rightfully
So,
so.
per reports, Kirk Cousins was not given a heads up by the Falcons that they were selecting or even considering selecting Michael Penix.
Could we see Kirk Cousins getting out of Atlanta?
No,
Oh,
he just got
I'm
there.
joking. I'm joking, bro. I'm really joking. I just want to
Yeah,
see what y'all
let's
gonna
not go
say.
crazy now. Let's not go
Listen,
crazy now.
listen. I pulled a Dennis right there. I said something for a reaction. I'm trying to bait somebody into saying some, getting an argument with me, and it didn't work, obviously. But
Let's not go crazy now,
this tackle
man.
y'all
What
just
the
drafted
hell?
is the tackle y'all just drafted is pretty slow. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna
What do
struggle
you
against edge rushers.
mean?
He's gonna struggle against edge rushers.
Okay, I'll be honest. Let me go watch the film. Let me go watch the film. Let's let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something, bro. Let me see something. Let me cook real quick. Let me
Yeah.
cook.
Okay.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Might want to put him at guard. I might want to move him to guard. I need Trevor Penning to take the next step. I need Trevor Penning to take the next step. This is year three. I need him to take the next step. All
Yeah, he
right.
has to. Nah, he has to
I
take the
got.
next step.
I need him to take the next step because I think he should be an inside guy, not an outside guy.
Not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, the Raiders. I love Brock Bowers, but that was shouldn't have.
That's crazy. That's fucking insane. So we got our first defensive player off the board.
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to take a guess. I want you to take a guess. I don't. Did you see it?
Now, did not see it yet.
Who do you think? Who do you think? Who do you think? First defensive player off the board is
I want to say Dallas Turner or Jared Verse or Terry Arnold.
Lietu
Le,
Latu.
Lietu Latu from UCLA.
Yes,
Okay, I mean he was
edge
the 15th.
rusher.
He was the 15th best prospect in his draft. I mean, again, he was one of the award finalists, I think, or winner last year. Was he? I think he was one of the best edge rushers in the draft. I think that was
Uh,
him. Lots from UCLA. Yeah, yeah. I think he was one of the best edge rushers in the draft last year. Hey, this is solid for the Colts. They need some help. Again, I think they should got another weapon for AR when he comes back, but they got Joe Flacco as a backup over there as well. I really feel bad that the Colts missed out on Brock Bowers, but this is not a bad pick for them. This is a solid
I
pick.
like it. I mean, when we talk about premier edge rushers in the draft, he's one of them. Like you mentioned, Dallas Turner was the number one edge rusher off the board, but Latu was number two. And he over the last 2 years, he had 23 and a half sacks. He's very fast off the edge. He can bend the edge and he can get out to the quarterback. And I think that's going to be very essential in his division to get out there. CJ Stroud or Trevor Lawrence or what's the fourth team in the division? It's the Texans, the Jags.
Texans coach Jack Titans.
Titans. Man, I'm not really a fan of Levis, but to get out to CJ Stroud, to move him off, because you got DeForest Buckner on the inside that's gonna be giving your interior pressure. So you're gonna have him locked. You already got him locked up. You got a Quiddy Pay. So you put him on the other side of Quiddy Pay. I like EJ Speed. EJ Speed was solid as well. You got Caesar Sampson, Ibaka. Was it much needed? I won't say that. But I think given where the division at, because we seen this probably just a couple years ago with the AFC West. Remember, just a couple years ago, everybody loaded up on edge rushers to get out the Mahomes and to get out the Herbert and get out the Russell Wilson when he was in that division and get out the Derek Carr when he was in that division. So I think they kind of taking that same format and adding an edge rusher. What you think?
I think this is solid. Like I said, I like Latu. I think again, he's one of the best edge rushers in the league last year. Uh, hey, the Colts, they're gonna be a solid team. I think they're gonna be competing in that division, but we'll see. I think it's a really solid pick though.
Yeah, and just to give an update on the Philly and Knicks game. It is now a 12-point game, 99 to 111 with 5:50 left to go. I'm sorry. Philly just called a timeout, so they're in a TV timeout right now. Joel Embiid now has 41 points. Maxey has 25, and Oubre has 15. And on the other side, all starters besides DiVincenzo are in double figures. Brunson has 32. Hart has 18. Hartenstein has 14. And Anobi has 11. But they still face an 11-point deficit with Embiid having a monster game right now, shooting 13 for 18 from the field. Not only that, 10 for 11 from the free throw line. He is a very exceptional free throw shooter. He's 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 5 for 7 from three as well, not to mention. He's having him a big, big game right now.
Yeah, Sixers look like they're gonna run away with this one. I said he won Tate Hendricks Award. He won another award for being a great
Yeah,
edge rusher in college last year. But Latu's gonna be really solid for the Colts for sure, for sure.
wasn't he was
What's up? You said what, bro?
in the Pac-12 last year as well?
I believe
He
so. He's a
was the
first team
defensive
All
player of the year.
American.
He was.
He was defense. Yeah, he was defensive
His
player for the
Pat team
Pac-12.
his Pat Tillman's defensive player of the year for the Pac-12 as well. I did think he won that. Yeah, like I said, I think it's a very good pickup. I think out there CJ Stroud and to get out the Trevor. Colts are very good. The biggest question with the Colts is
Yeah. Can they put it all together?
What you say?
I said Colts gonna be pretty good. They're gonna be competing.
Biggest question for the Colts is going to All right, so my biggest question with the Colts is now that they beefed up their defensive line is the quarterback Anthony Richardson. What do you see from him in year two?
Uh, it's kind of hard because we only seen him in like 4 games last year before he injured his shoulder. I think he has a talent. I don't really see it. Too many quarterback tangibles, like great quarterback tangibles, besides athleticism and a strong arm.
So what I'm hearing is you don't like him.
I didn't like him last year.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't that high on him either, but he did
Yeah,
show me some flashes.
as I'm saying, he showed me flashes
So
last year, but no.
wait, but so what do you expect him to end year two? Like, do you think he can be a franchise quarterback, or do you think he's going to be a quarterback that can only use his legs and be a marginal runner, i.e., no disrespect, but a Justin Fields?
I don't see him as a generational quarterback. I think he's one of the quarterbacks who can possibly take a game over. Again, fast, strong arm. He's faster than Lamar. He's a stronger arm than a lot of great quarterbacks in this league. But he just doesn't have I gotta see him put it all together. I gotta see him put it all together. But coming into the draft last year, I didn't like him too much, but who knows? I mean, we're not always right, so
But you also got to remember he was 22 last year, so
he
he's only
was.
going to be what 23 this year. He's not even 23 yet. He turns
He's young.
23 in May. He turns 23 in May. So he's very young. He's very well, his biggest thing coming out of college was that, he didn't play that many snaps. He only
That's
played
true.
his junior year and he came right out. So I mean, I'm not as down on him as I was coming out of the draft because he did show me some flashes. He do got to stay healthy. He has to learn to protect himself because he did leave every game but one, even though he played 4 games. Um, but yeah, like I said, like I think it'd be something. But on the clock right now is the Seattle Seahawks who have fired, their head coach,
Pete Carroll.
Pete, who fired their head coach Pete Carroll, hired Mike McDonald from Baltimore to come in and take over the helm. What do you see coming from this team this upcoming year?
They don't need a corner. I can tell you that for sure. With Reek and Witherspoon over there. They lost. Nah, do they still have Julian Love at safety? They have a solid team. I think they go edge rusher. I think edge rusher will be nice here. They need that bad. Uh, quarterback wise, ooh,
Kirk
I think
Cousins is shocked and disappointed right now.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Atlanta.
Ooh, Seattle Seahawks pick is in, and their pick is D tackle Byron Murphy
Out of
out of
Texas.
Texas.
Okay, that's a solid pick. I said edge rusher, but D line, it does make sense for this team. It does. Byron Murphy, again, he's a beast. He get off the ball fast. He has that power. He can get to it for sure, for sure. I think this is gonna help the Seahawks defense out big time. And I like this pick for Seattle, honestly. Again, this is a pick that makes sense. I wish they went edge rusher, but why is Dallas Turner still on the board? Like, what's going on? Do you think there's something that is? Do you think because his poor attitude after the Alabama loss against Michigan? Do you think that's why he's still on the board?
I don't know. It could be something with his medicals as well.
That too.
With this draft, like you never know what it is because it usually doesn't come out to after the draft happens, and we're seeing him slide. Do you think there's a potential of him sliding out of the first round?
I hope not. It can happen, but it shouldn't be.
That'd be interesting as well if we slide all the way out the first round. That'd be actually crazy. But to like you mentioned, Byron Murphy. He was the number one D tackle coming out of this draft. Him and Tavonji Sweat was a problem this year for Texas. They were one of the
Yeah.
reasons why they made it to the college football playoff. He's strong. He's fast. He's not the biggest guy for to be a D tackle. He's 6'1", 297, but he's physical. He's explosive. We see it. He has very good hands as well, and he can rush the passer. And I think that's the biggest thing with this Seahawks defense, when you have two guys already who can cover to have that pressure up the middle. That's what quarterbacks hate pressure the most. It's not from the outside. It's from right up the middle, right in your face. And that's what they got. You got guys like Kyler Murray, you flush out the pocket now. Matt Stafford, he's definitely a pocket passer. So he wants to be in that pocket. So you're gonna make him uncomfortable in that pocket. And also Brock Purdy, another guy who's a pocket passer who likes to throw from the pocket. And you got a guy up the middle in Byron Murphy who can wreak havoc and be a problem for a lot of guys. I like the pick. I like the pick. I like where they're going. I like Mike McDonald as a defensive coordinator. I'm still surprised that they fired Pete Carroll, but Mike McDonald. I'm sorry, Mike McDonald is a solid pick. I mean, solid defensive coordinator who had some good years in Baltimore.
Hey, we'll see. But hey, again, they got a great D tackle at the draft. Again, I like how you bring up him and Sweat from last year at Texas. They were a problem in the interior D line, and he's gonna bring it over to Seattle. Again, Seattle, they got some holes other places as well. But like I said earlier, this pick does make a lot of sense. Hey, 12th man, stand up. Good pick.
So while we wait on the job to proceed, we're 16 picks in right now, and I already know who you're gonna say. Michael Penix is your surprising pick, so I'm not gonna go there. But
Yep.
who do you
Worst
think
pick.
is gonna be your most impactful player from the 16 picks moving forward out of everybody who's been drafted so far?
Most impactful player? Hmm. Let me think about that. Most impactful player.
From day one, not like career wise, but just from day one.
Um. Uh, from day one, I'm gonna say Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. for sure. As long as Kyler can give him the ball and be really efficient, they're gonna be solid. He's gonna be a really solid receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. Uh, yeah, him or Joe Alt for sure. I'm gonna say out of that Cardinals pick with Marvin Harrison at number 4 or Joe Alt with number 5 with the Chargers.
Oh man, not gonna lie. I gotta agree. I gotta agree. And I want to go a
Yeah,
different direction. I really do. I want to
100%.
go a different direction. I'm looking at the board. And guys like, Roman Doomsday kind of minds, but he's gonna be in a loaded receiver room. Quarterbacks, you never know. It's growing pains. You can't expect, people to come out and be CJ Stroud.
Exactly.
Maybe Joe Alt for the Chargers can have some impact.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I think Marvin Harrison, what he's going to do in that offense with Kyler Murray, giving him a big time weapon, a guy that can create space. I see him having rookie years as compared to the Odell Beckham Juniors and the Justin Jeffersons and it's Jamar Chases. I see him having that kind of impact as a rookie. So I'm right there with you, bro. I gotta go with I'm sorry. I gotta go with God damn. I gotta go with Marvin Harrison as well to be the most impactful player as well.
Yeah.
But as we wait as well on the 17th pick to be announced, let's transition over to basketball real quick. From this playoffs, who has been your most impressive player so far?
In the playoffs? Sheesh. Oh man, I'm gonna have to say Anthony Edwards. Anthony or Shy.
Oh,
Like
wait. Breaking news, real quick, before we dive into that. The Vikings have traded up to pick number 17. So
oh
they move
boy.
up from 23 to 17
17.
for the
Oh man.
167th and the 2025 pick. And the
Okay.
pick is in as well. The pick
Oh,
is
they
in as
ready.
well.
They're ready.
The pick is in.
Oh, who
They
do they go with?
won.
I think they go with Terry Arnold. Terry Arnold or Dallas Turner. They need it.
The second one. They go Dallas Turner. Your guy's off the board. They
Thank you.
trade up. They go and grab their guy to replace a top 5 player, like I told you, Danielle Hunter, who's now in Houston. They get a replacement for him in Dallas Turner. What's your thoughts and opinions on this pick?
Hey, again, the Vikings. This again, to my opinion, this is their best pick of the drafts of the night so far. I'm extremely happy with this. I wish they would have took Dallas Turner with their first overall pick. If that's the case, they could have waited. They could have
No,
traded.
no, they
They
couldn't.
could have
No, they
waited.
couldn't.
They
They
could have
couldn't
waited.
have.
They could have
They could
waited.
have.
No,
I think
don't do
McCarthy
that.
would have been gone.
No,
Think
no.
about it, bro.
Okay,
There's
okay.
6
You're right. You're
quarterbacks
right. You're
gone
right. You're
already.
right. You're right. You're right. You're
McCarthy
right.
would
You're
have been
right.
gone.
You're right. You're right. Okay, you're right. That's fine. That's fine. McCarthy's garbage. I don't care about him. He's
Think
trash.
about it though. Think about it though. All you had to do was move up from 23 to 17 to go get arguably the best defensive player in the draft. So
Exactly. And they got him. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. They got their guy. And Dallas Turner, again, in my opinion, he had top 5 talent in this draft. He slipped past mid first round, but that's fine. He's going to the NFC North. He's going to dominate in that division.
I like it. And the reason why I like it, and my biggest reason why I like it is because the Vikings filled the 2 biggest holes that they lost this offseason. Kirk Cousins and Danielle Hunter. What you do? You go get your quarterback of the future and JJ McCarthy. We may have mixed opinions on him, but as of right now, he's the quarterback of the future. And then you lose your best edge rusher, arguably your best defensive player, and Danielle Hunter. And what you do, you go out there and get the best defensive player in the draft, and Dallas Turner at pick 17, which I think is very, very big when we talk about
That is
a
big.
guy who can really bend the edge. Yes, Latu is good, but this guy is just slightly better. This guy's just slightly more athletic. We've seen it in the combine numbers. He ran a 4.46. He jumped a
Exactly.
40-inch vert. You know, speed to power, his change of direction is all good. This is the guy that we've seen developing right in front of our eyes. And Bama, you know, Bama and Saban, you know how they like to, you know what they can do with some defensive players, especially Saban. So this is a big, big move for them. So they get a replacement for the 2 biggest losses this year. I love the pick, honestly. I love both their picks, honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you.
No, I don't love both of their picks.
All right.
I know.
Back to basketball for a second.
Thank you. Because thank you. Thank you. Because you just pissed me off with that. Oh, I love both of their picks. No, you don't. Like, stop.
I do, bro. I do. You may not, but I do. And I want you to come back here and remember this. Remember this. Remember the truth teller told you JJ McCarthy is going to be solid.
But nah, man. Oh, Shy or Ant-Man definitely been the best. They both been on the tear. Like it's crazy, especially Ant Edwards. Bro, he's literally going in KD's face and talking junk. He's going in anybody's face and talking trash to him, just is giving them buckets. It's been crazy. It's been very impressive. I'm honestly happy. I love the way Ant-Man's been developing. I love seeing what he's doing right now. It's crazy, but in my opinion, he's been the most impressive player throughout these whole playoffs.
Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go Pascal Siakam.
Okay, Siakam's been solid too.
He's averaging 36 and a half and 12 rebounds. He's been very, very solid. He's been very, very efficient. He's been the bright spot on his team. He's been shooting pretty efficiently as well. He shot 69% last game, 69.6, so you can round that up to 70. He shot 60% in game 1 in the loss. And you know, he hasn't been a reason. Halliburton has not really been playing that good. But I'm gonna go with Pascal Siakam as the guy who's been most impressive to me. A guy who is a sleeper as well. But the 18th pick is now, and the Bengals go offensive tackle Georgia Amarius Mims at pick 18. What's your thoughts given the fact that you already have an Orlando Brown Jr. You done signed Trent Brown this offseason, and now you go out and you draft another tackle. What's your thoughts on that?
Hey, hold on. Excuse me. Hey, maybe he sits behind these guys and learn. He's sit behind these guys and learn, or just in case an injury happens, that's what it's going to be for. But Mims is, again, one of my other favorite tackles in this draft. I think he should have went a little bit earlier, but hey, I'm not here to go back and forth with anybody. Not going back and forth with Khalil. But Mims is a really good tackle. He played solid for Georgia last year. I think this is going to be good for Joe Burrow. Again, you already mentioned that they have 2 good tackles on their team. They don't really need it right now. Trent Brown, though, he's probably, I think after this, I'm not really too big high on Trent Brown. So this makes sense. The Bengals do need help. Maybe they move him to the interior of the offensive line. Maybe for year one. We'll see. But I think it's a really solid pick for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think the biggest thing right now, not the biggest, not the biggest fan of the pick, given the fact that you have two tackles already, two starting caliber tackles, right and left
Yeah.
bookend tackles. They're both six
Yeah.
seven. They're big. They're strong. They're physical. The whole 9 yards. I don't see them bumping Mims into the interior, so I don't see that happening. But I don't love the pick. I think it could be one of them draft picks that pays off later down the line in the future. But I want to talk about, and I just want to mention real quick. Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins both did request a trade this offseason.
That
Do
is
you
true.
do you see either or both of them getting moved before tonight's over? Do you see anybody getting moved before tonight's over? Any big names out there that Brandon Ayuk or somebody like that to possibly get moved? We seen a couple years ago with AJ Brown.
I can see it. And again, like we talked about before, the fact that I'm not really surprised about the T. Higgins getting up out of there. I mean, he didn't want to play for them anymore. He wanted to get paid. He was like, no.
He did.
We
I just think he wants his money. That's it.
He just wants to get paid. That's what I'm saying. He wants to get paid, and they're like, no. So, and I'm pretty sure he loves Cincinnati. He loves working with Burrow, and he loves working with Jamar Chase and those guys over there. But I can see T. Higgins being moved for somewhere in his draft. Somewhere. I can definitely see it happening. I'm not really surprised if he does get moved for Trey Hendrickson. Kind of caught me by surprise, but again, another top 10 edge rusher, another top 10 player at his position. I'm not really surprised. So, can I see players getting moved tonight? Hey, we're past the midpoint in the first round. So who will move? I mean, who's next? We got the Bengals about to pick, the Rams, Steelers, Dolphins,
Well, the
Eagles,
Bengals pick,
Jags.
so it's
Okay.
Rams, Steelers,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dolphins.
Rams, Steelers, Dolphins, Eagles, Jags, Cowboys, Packers, Bucks, Cardinals, Bills, Lions, Ravens, Niners, Chiefs. So, I mean, hey, we have like 14, like no, 15 more picks left. No, 14, yeah. No. Yeah. Wait, no. 13. My math is all off tonight. We have 13 more picks left. Hey, we'll see. We shall see. But I can see somebody get moved tonight. I don't know who though, but I can see somebody get moved for a draft pick tonight. But I don't know. Looks like Philly's gonna close this win out as well.
Yeah. What's the score in the Philly game right now? I know it's close. There's like 2:30 left. Knicks was going on a small run, but I don't think. Yeah, it's an 11-point game with 37.4 seconds left.
Yeah.
Looks like Philly's gonna, win a game. Now it's gonna be 2-1. What's your thoughts and opinions on this series? Do you think, because if let's go back a little bit to after game two, Joel Embiid said this is a series that we can easily be up 2-0, but we're down 0-2. So they have all the confidence in the world. They come home, they win a game at home. Joel Embiid exposed for 48 points, damn near a 50 ball. What do you think? Do you think this
Again,
series is still wide open?
game one was very, very winnable for Philly. They just folded when it mattered late in the fourth. Game two, they collapsed. And that ending is chaotic. I know Maxey got fouled twice, like we said earlier in the video, but it's who knows. But great game for Philly for game three. They needed this win. They needed this. I said Knicks in 6. It could go to 7, but I'm gonna stick with 6. But they needed this win. This series, if it goes 7, it's wide open. It can go to 7. So I just don't trust the Sixers though. I don't think they have that much, and I'm gonna still go with the Knicks. But I think Philly wins these next 2 games. This next game after this at home as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think the series is still wide open.
It is.
Honestly,
It can be.
I think because Joel Embiid look good. He exploded for 48 points, and that's the thing that we knew that he just wasn't right. But if he could get right, like nobody could stop him. Hartenstein can't
Yeah,
stop him.
I
Mitchell
said that.
Robinson can't stop him. There's just nobody big enough to stop him. So if Joel Embiid can be right, it could be a problem. And Brunson actually did have a pretty solid game today for
He
once
did.
because he was struggling as of late, and he finally had him a solid game. So honestly, the series is still wide open. And they said the series really doesn't start until you get a team wins away. So for right now, every team is doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
And that's crazy because I said in one of our previous episodes, a couple episodes ago, who can guard Joel Embiid on this team? Nobody. I mean, bro, this man dropped a 48 piece. And again, Embiid's when healthy, Embiid is a top 5 player in this league. I'm not arguing with nobody on that. When healthy, he is, but when he's not healthy, it's like it's mind boggling. It's head scratching. But a good win
I
by the
think the biggest
Philadelphia
thing that
76ers.
the biggest thing as well that we talked about is though, but Jalen Brunson wasn't shooting the ball that good. He shot 50% this game. Hartenstein shot 7 for 11, and then Obi 7 for 11. Josh Hart 8 for 16, and you still lose. You get 20. You get DiVincenzo only gave you 5 as a starter, but you didn't get nobody in double figures from your bench. Your highest scorer was McBride. You only got 19 points off your bench. I think that could be part of the issue. But I mean, when you look at it, Philly bench only gave him 18, but Embiid gave you 48. Maxey gave you 25. Oubre gave you 15. Tobias Harris, Tobias Harris, 8 points. Yeah. Larry, I don't really expect him to score that much anymore. He's not. That's not him anymore. But yeah, bro. This series is still wide open, bro. I can't like I'm ready for game 4 now.
Okay, I like that. Hey, who do you got tonight for this game? Heading back to LA. Nuggets, Lakers. That game is about to come on after the Sixers and Knicks games. And who you got for tonight?
So let's take a step back real quick. I'm gonna answer your question. When we talked and we picked this series, I said gentlemen sweep, Nuggets in 5. I'm gonna change that. Nuggets in 4. Give me the Nuggets tonight. Yes, sir. Sweep
Wow,
the
Nuggets in 4. Wow.
get them
Bring the
bros
brooms
out.
out. Bring the brooms out, I guess.
Get the bros out. I got Nuggets tonight, man. I don't see how they can play any better than what they did, bro. If they can, please let me know what do you see that's going to be different because I personally do not know.
Yeah,
Who's your pick for tonight?
I'm gonna say Lakers tonight. Lakers tonight, and that's it. Lakers, and that's the only game they're gonna be winning.
Oh, you do have the Lakers winning tonight.
I
Okay,
do.
what's the
I said they're
keys?
gonna get one in LA. I said they're gonna get one in LA.
Okay, but what is the keys for them to win? How do you think they win a game? What do they have to do for them to win a game? Because we see Anthony Davis go off. We seen LeBron not run out of gas, pace himself, and show up in the fourth quarter. We seen D'Lo show up. So what's the answer? What do you think they have to do to get over the hump and actually beat this team? Because it's 10 in a
Sup-
row now.
Supporting cast has to step up big time. They have to. You mentioned AD. AD has played 76 games this year. It's 82 games in the year. He's played over 90% of the games, so you can't be mad at AD. Again, LeBron still got that dog in him. I mean, he's doing what he got to do at 39 years old. You need the supporting cast to step up big time. Defense, when in crucial moments, they matter. Rebound. Get your rebounds, please. Rui, get your rebounds. Like AD, come on. You got to outdo the big man
Well,
for Denver. But
Embiid hit
that's
50.
that's my keys. And B hit 50. Yes, he did. And B
Yes,
has dropped 50 points in this win.
50 ball. Breaking the Rams pick is in. And they drafted edge rusher, Florida State, Jared Verse.
Jared Verse.
What's your
Jared
thoughts?
Verse.
What's your thoughts?
Again,
Opinions? What's your thoughts?
another guy, again, in my opinion, he had a quiet 2023 after we thought he was going to explode. And this is surprising for Jared Verse because if he did have a great 2023 season, Jared Verse would have been, in my opinion, a top 5 pick in this year's draft. He was definitely projected to be a top 5 pick in this year's draft until the season happened. But again, this still guy with a lot of talent. He's raw. He's solid. I think he'll be really solid for Rams. The Rams need help all over that team. They need help everywhere. Yes, they made the playoffs last year, but they still need help. But the Rams, this is a really solid pick by Jared Verse, a guy that we've been raving about since the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was big. I think it was big given the
Yeah.
fact that you did lose your best defensive player and Aaron Donald. He's gone. So now you need somebody else that's going to get out there the pressure. They did add Tre'Davious White in the secondary. You did add Cameron Corey. You did get Darius Williams from Jacksonville as well. So now
Yeah.
you done beefed up your secondary. So your secondary is very good. Now let's beef up that front end, given the fact that Aaron Donald has now retired. So now you get a guy that could get out the pasture. Like you mentioned as well, he did have an underwhelming 2023 season, given the fact of what we projected out and what we thought we was going to see given his 2022 season. So I think that was the biggest reason why he fell from arguably the best defensive edge rusher in the draft to number 3, in my personal opinion, behind Latu and Dallas Turner. But like I said, it was much needed. Very, very solid pick. Uh, I think they got the best available guy. When you look at, filling in needs, I don't really see a D tackle. You got Jazon Newton from Illinois, but I think Jared Verse is going to be better as a pass rusher than
Yeah,
him. I
he
think
is.
Jazon Newton is more of a run blocker. Run defender. So I think you got the best defensive player at that position.
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick, man. I'm happy. I'm still surprised he none of the corners go off the board yet. None of the corners went.
No secondary players went.
No
I
secondary
mean,
players.
I think the few teams that we did mention that a secondary player should go to, they went in a different direction. They went offensively. Besides the Colts, they did go defensively. But I think it was the right pick. I think like I said, I think it was the right pick. Where can I see a corner going in this draft? Y'all,
I, gue-
y'all,
I guess Philly. Yeah, I guess
y'all,
Philly.
Philly,
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah,
Y'all
Philly
need
or Tampa
one.
Bay. Philly or
Get rid
Tampa
of
Bay.
Trashberry. Get rid of Trashberry.
Listen. He can go. He can get out of here. I don't care, bro.
Uh, I'm done mentioning what happened in August of last year. I'm gonna let that rest. Day one. I'm not gonna
Listen,
hold you out.
that's
I'm not gonna
almost
hold
a
that
whole
against you
year
no
ago.
more.
That's almost a whole year ago.
That's why I said after today, I'm not mentioning it anymore. We're in the 2024. This is the 2024 season now. So let's
Okay,
look ahead to that. But I
cool.
will say, y'all do need some help when it comes to that position at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
most def, big time. We definitely need help. We definitely need help. But yeah, hey, what do you think the keys is for the Lakers to win tonight if they do win?
Oh man, I mean, I think. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull. I might actually try to pull out the game right now. I know it's about to start.
It
Let
starts
me
at
get the game
7:30.
up.
Well, 7:30 Pacific time.
I thought it started at 10.
Well, 10. Oh, do it.
I thought it started at 10. They said.
Oh, let me. Oh, let me put the game up.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, no, Lakers up 8-0 right now.
Oh, whoa. I'm behind. We behind him. We behind,
Lakers up
gang.
8-0. Anthony Davis got 2 buckets. They're shooting 4 for 5 right now. They came out hot. Nuggets 0 for
Nice.
4. All starters besides Jokic took a shot and missed. That's what we
Okay,
got.
cool. I
Nuggets.
got the game on my
We're in
phone
a
now.
t- we're in
We
we're in a
lit.
timeout break right now.
We lit. Yeah, we on a commercial break.
But
Let's hear it.
the keys they have to be efficient. I think efficiency is the biggest thing. No matter who it is, whether it's AD, LeBron, Roy, D'Lo, Austin Reeves. I really don't like anybody off the bench. I mean, you can honestly keep those guys in. I think you do. I don't know. Vanderbilt, is he back today? I'm not sure. I heard he's supposed to be back soon.
I'm not
But you
sure.
got Prince, you got Dinwiddie, you got Gabe Vincent. Those are the guys that you've been playing. Hopefully, you can get some type of production out of those guys when they get in the game. But like I said, efficiency is key because we've seen anytime if efficiency and not turning the ball over because Denver will make you play for turning the ball over, especially late because these games come down to the wire late and Nuggets just know how to execute. Stopping that 2-man game, you're not going to stop Jokic. My best bet is let Jokic score and make sure nobody else can get into a rhythm. Make Jokic a score and take away his playmaking. I think that's your best bet to win at this point.
We're gonna see, man. Like I said, game 3 tonight. It's gonna be a big, crucial game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's see if they can keep it up. Like Khalil said, they are up 8-0 right now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
8-0, 2 minutes into the game. So we're still early. It's still we
Very
done seen
early.
them 20.
Very, very
We done
early.
seen them up 20 for like what 30 minutes into the game. We seen them up 20. So that don't mean much given this team. But let's see.
Where do
Shit.
you think the Steelers go here? The pick is in.
Steelers pick is in? Is it in?
Where do they go from here?
Steelers. They did just get a quarterback. They got their quarterback situation figured out. Running backs is solid. Receivers, solid. Offensive line, maybe? I think offensive line might be the best. Let me pull up the depth chart real quick.
I think they go defense here. In my opinion, I think they go defense.
Did you see our first corner coming off the board? I mean, they did just pick up Dante Jackson.
And
They drafted Joey Porter
Joey
beginning of
Porter.
the second round last year. You still got Minka. You went out, you got Deshaun Elliott. Darius Rushes, you got Highsmith still. You just went out, got Patrick Queen. Defensive line is set. Man. Maybe they pick your guy. How about that?
Who?
They go pick your guy. The guy out of Washington.
Hey, maybe.
I called it.
Yeah, I just seen it. Yeah.
They they picked Troy Fonatu. Oh,
Fatanatu.
Fontanat. Whatever. How the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Big
just picked
tackle for
him.
Washington.
That makes the most sense.
It
Looking at
does.
what they went out defensive heavy through free agency. So now you go out there, and you beef up that offensive line. What's a little suspect to help protect Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, we'll see who be behind center. You already have a dynamic running game. You have quality receivers already, and George Pickens and it's the other one. Deontay Johnson's not there no more, is
No,
it?
he's not
No,
there no more.
Deontay
No.
Johnson's gone. What are receivers?
Joy Pickens and
Oh, they got Van Jefferson and Quez Watkins
Van.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, they got your guy. That's your guy right there, Quez
Wait, Quez
Watkins.
Watkins? He
That's your
garbage.
guy.
He's a
That's your
speed guy.
guy.
He's a speed guy.
Your guy, man. It's your guy. I mean, your guy couldn't use him, but that is your guy.
Please stop. He dropped like 2 passes in the Super Bowl. 2 crucial passes.
We're still talking about the Super Bowl, man. That was so long ago. I forgot what happened in that game. I just
Yeah,
know who won and who
please.
lost.
Okay.
I just remember who won and who lost.
Okay. All right.
But what do you think? What do
Damn.
you think,
Let's
though?
travel. You want to travel back to 2018 in the NFC Conference Championship game? The Rams and Saints?
We got robbed.
Should we go back there?
First of all, 2018 was divisional round. Minnesota Miracle. Y'all
That was
got
the
lucky.
2017 season, 2018 playoffs.
2018.
Boom.
No.
No. Yes. That was
No,
2017
y'all
season.
won a Super Bowl 2018.
But it was the 2017 season.
No,
Yes. Look it
y'all
up.
won a
Look it
Super
up.
Bowl
You have
the
your iPhone right in
2017
front of you.
season. That was my
Yes, we
senior
did.
year, bro. That was my senior year, bro.
We won the Super Bowl for the 2017 season. The season starts in the September of that year.
We
So
didn't
it
make the
counts as the
conference.
season.
We didn't make the conference championship that year.
Y'all made the conference championship in the 2018 season. It was in 2019, the year of
Oh, you
2019.
talking about in
This was the previous.
2019?
Yes.
You talking 2018?
I said the
Bro, we
2018
got
season.
robbed. We got
Yeah.
robbed, bro. Everybody know that.
Drew Brees can't get the ball down the field and stuff. So,
Bro, that was 2020. That's 2020 now. That's
I'm
2020.
sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, bro.
Stop it, bro. He
I'm
was retired
sorry.
at
I'm
that
just
time. We
asking.
lost to the
I'm just
Bills.
asking. I'm just asking.
I don't like this slander, bro. Like, what's up with you, bro? What you got? What you got going on your medulla oblongata?
What do you have going on your mind? You're over here just
You
trashing
bring it
my
up.
team.
You bring it. All I said was we're not going to talk about what happened in that game. I just remember who won. That's all I said. That's all I said.
You're throwing jabs, like you're like throwing subtle jabs, but it's okay. I like the competition.
We talk about Quez Watkins. You brought up the Super Bowl. I
I said
wasn't
he
even going to talk
dropped
about
2
the Super
crucial
Bowl.
passes in the Super Bowl.
I'm not. You know what? We'll talk about your team when we get there. Okay? How about that?
Hey, my team
Just talk
picks
about
next after Miami.
Miami's on the clock, correct?
They are.
I'm surprised though, because the only team we really see active as far as like trading market is the Minnesota Vikings. That's the only team that have traded up for anybody at this point.
Honestly.
So I'm very surprised about that myself. I'm not gonna lie. But where do you think Miami should go from here?
From Miami, it's kind of hard. Do they go interior offensive lineman? They did lose the D
Christian
tackle,
Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins. They lost Christian Wilkins. Uh Linebackers is okay. They're okay, but I don't think there's any first round linebackers in this draft.
I mean, you still have very, very solid edge rushers with Jalen Phillips and
They
Bradley
do.
Chubb.
They do.
You
So
went out there. You got Benito Jones as a D tackle. You got Nevin Gallimore as well. Jonathan Harris, Tyre Tart. Um, Linebackers. You went out and got Shaq Barrett as well. You signed. You
but he's
signed.
an edge rusher. But he's an edge rusher. He's not gonna be a
Yeah,
stand up linebacker. He's not gonna be stand up linebacker, bro.
I'm sorry, but like there are edge rushers. They're listed as linebackers, but they're edge rushers. You got
Right.
Jordan Brooks on the inside. You just signed him. You signed Anthony Walker Jr. from Cleveland. I mean, they've been
Mm-hmm.
very active on defense. You got Jordan Poyer. You just got Kendall Fuller to go along with Javon Holland and Jalen Ramsey.
So you think they go for
You,
another
you
corner besides Ramsey? Because remember, they don't have X Howard anymore. X is all somewhere else.
let me see something
Probably
real
go somewhere
quick.
else.
I'm just wondering who's the best out there right now. I don't know. Maybe running back. Get him a power running back.
I don't think there's any good first round running backs. I would not take no running back first round.
You want to? You don't like Blake Corn or Jonathan
Not for
Brooks
not for first round. Brooks coming
or
off
Trey
a season
Benson?
ending injury. Not first round. None of you guys are first round picks, sadly, for some reason. They're not.
So you think corner?
I think
Honestly,
corner.
I don't know because I feel like they've been very active defensively. Unless you want to go out there, maybe D tackle. You go get
Okay.
Jazar Newton, Braden Frisk. You got Chris Jenkins still out there. You got Tavondre Sweat that's out there.
Mm-hmm. It's either
Mason
I'll
Smith.
say I'll say interior D line or corner. They don't really need
I don't
offense.
know.
They don't really
I
need
don't
offense. That's
know.
just
I think what you call it trying to come back.
who.
5 point game, man.
Oh,
Five
Denver.
point
Yeah,
game.
Denver. Yeah, they're now a 5 point game. It's
5
still
point
early, bro.
game.
Let's be real.
Jokic getting it going. He got 6 points now. He's getting it going. I'm telling you, bro. Don't let Jamal Murray get it going. That's
Oh
all I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's gonna be
say.
over. It's gonna be
Don't let
over.
Jamal Murray get it going. Ooh,
Ooh,
the pick is in. The Miami Dolphins goes edge rusher, Penn State, Chop
Chop
Robinson.
Robinson. Oh,
Chop
you know,
Robinson.
I thought he was gonna fall to the Eagles because I actually had Philly taking him in the first round. I'm not gonna lie, I had him staying in state. Uh, this is a solid pick for Miami. Again, like I said, they have a handful of edge rushers already though, so it doesn't really make sense. I guess they just get her Bradley Chubb's injury history and Jalen Phillips injury history and stuff, and Shaq Barrett's age. I guess that's playing a factor why they took Chop Robinson, but hey, Chop is a relentless edge rusher. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's really got really good style edge rusher. I wanted Philly to get him, but hey, we gotta wait to see who we get next. So Miami, that's a really solid pick, but just a slightly confusion. Good player, slightly confusing pick.
Yeah, I'm slightly confused as well. To go get Chop, given the fact of all the guys that we mentioned that they got at edge rusher.
Yeah.
Um, given the fact that some of them are coming off an injury, you got Shaq Barrett that you just went out there and got, who is up there in age. But we're talking about a guy that runs a 4.48 who's explosive and who can bend the edge very, very well. You know, the Penn State just produces linebackers and edge rushers. That's what they're known for. That's what they're good at. Chop Robinson is going to be phenomenal in my opinion. I just feel like, what's going to be his role day one
Yeah.
on his team. And Jalen Phillips is coming off Achilles injury and stuff like that. So you allow those type of guys to mature, like get back from injury and not have to rush them back to say, oh snap, we need somebody that can rush the edge. So you go out there and get a rookie playmaker who's explosive as well. But slightly confused as well. Not gonna lie. Slightly confused as well.
Bit confusing, but again, good player, confusing pick.
Who's on the board next? Is it Philly turn?
Philly, yeah, Philly.
Is it Philly? What we thinking, Philly fan? What we thinking? What we
Well,
thinking?
Since Chop is off the board, I'm gonna go corner.
Who you like?
Either Arnold or Cooper DeJean.
I think somebody that we didn't mention is
Kool Aid McKinstry.
somebody that we didn't mention is Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh yeah, him too. Quinyon Mitchell as well from Toledo.
Quinyon Mitchell is a big one from Toledo who showed out in the Senior Bowl. Who's a 4-3-3 guy as well, who could be explosive for that secondary and not get cooked in coverage. I mean, but who if you had to pick one, which one are you going with?
Cooper DeJean, I feel like he would be a safety, so I would go Terrion Arnold or
About to
Quinyon
say you
Mitchell.
trying
One
to
of
have
those
two
two.
guys. I thought you was about to say you
No.
trying to have two white guys in the secondary.
Hey, we already
Trying to
got
have
Reed
two white
Blankenship.
guys.
Reed Blankenship was a Pro Bowl alternate last year.
Trash.
Yeah, I don't really like him too much. All he can do is tackle.
Barely. I didn't see him miss a lot of tackles too.
Hey, at least he puts his head in here. Pause. No Diddy. He tries.
Oh man, you wild boy.
I said pause. No Diddy. I said it.
You wild boy. You wild for that one. You wild. Let's see where we at. Where we at? Oh, let's see.
Falcons GM Terry Font. He did not talk to Arthur Blank after he took Michael Penix Jr.
He didn't talk to him before.
No, he Arthur Blank was like he didn't.
Well,
I guess.
so I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the same thing. I think I'm looking at him talk to Arthur Blank in the war room right now.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? The Atlanta Falcons declined to what happened with the whole thing with Bill Belichick, where Patriots warned Atlanta not to talk to Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
no, so Robert Kraft is friends with Arthur Blank. They're probably the closest. They're probably like the closest out of all the owners, and he advised them to not trust Bill Belichick. You shouldn't take him. He's like kind of. And we didn't talk about that either, but I really did not like that. Like that kind of pissed me off because it's like, bro, like why are you talking about a guy that helped you win 6 Super Bowl rings and made you a lot of money? Yes, Tom. You also had Tom Brady. But don't act like it was Tom Brady out there with those defenses, picking those players, calling them defensive schemes that shut down the greatest show on turf, that shut down the Rams in that second Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my biggest thing. And hey, they're not the ones that put up 14 points against the Giants. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's see.
Hey, come on, smoke it. Go fucking lay though. Go fucking lay. We got a ball game, boy.
Yeah,
We got a ball
getting
game.
close.
They're on an 8-3 run right now. 4-point game.
Oh yeah, must say LeBron definitely got fouled that time. He got fouled. Yep.
On that layup?
Yeah, and he got
Nah.
fouled. He got fouled on next possession as well.
Oh shit, I must be behind. Oh, with the push from MPJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, my shit will be behind. I ain't gonna count.
I think I'm like
I'm
a
not going.
handful of seconds. I'm a handful of seconds behind you on the draft,
Yeah,
but
I think no, I'm ahead of you on the drive.
that's what I'm saying. I'm behind you on the draft.
Oh yeah, on the drive. You're ahead of me in
Just a time,
basketball though.
a tad bit, just a tad bit.
You're ahead of me in basketball though. Oh, come on, Philly, make y'all pick, dog.
I'm
Make
thinking the
y'all
Eagles do
pick,
not.
dog.
I'm hearing the Eagles were supposed to trade up, but we didn't. So I mean, I'm fine with sitting here.
Y'all traded down a few times though. Like y'all not. y'all not want to trade up a lot, so I'm not like expecting. That's not what I was expecting y'all to do. I thought y'all would stand pat, especially like if y'all go corner. Um, I gotta stop. I can't say what I wanted to say on the podcast.
I'm
I'm not
saying you
gonna say it.
cannot, hey, sir, do not be self snitching. Don't self snitch on this podcast.
Yo,
I'm
leave
not
me
held
alone,
liable.
bro.
I'm not being held liable for
Bro,
this.
leave me alone. I'ma
I'm not
just,
going for that.
I'ma just be quiet. I'ma just be quiet. But how do you feel about your new coordinators? While you know the Eagles are on the clock. Let's talk about it. How do you feel about your new coordinators?
Kellen Moore could be a really solid offensive coordinator. We see him boost up Justin Herbert 2022, but 2023 it was just not a good year. But the Chargers had so many injuries.
No, I'm
What?
gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
Did the Eagles make their pick?
No. I'm gonna let you
Oh, I'm
go.
gonna say, whoa. Oh, but no, I mean, it was solid. It's a solid offensive coordinator position. I just think Kellen Moore, he makes boneheaded decisions at sometimes, but he's a really solid coordinator. He's gonna get the offense going. You know, you told the additions we brought in, Saquon Barkley, we just extended AJ Brown, we re-signed Smitty, Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata. So this is a solid team. For a defense, though, I'm having a brain fart right now.
Vic Fangio.
Yes, Vic Fangio. Again, we had him on the roster the year we went to Super Bowl in 2022. We couldn't get a new deal done with him, but he comes back after leading Miami to a solid defense. A lot of players say that his scheme can be confusing, but I think it's just veteran experience. Uh, but I'm solid with Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore. My main thing is worried about Kellen Moore and how he gonna get this offense going, but I think it'll be solid.
I'll be honest. I don't like Kellen Moore. I'll be honest. Give
Yeah, I
it.
figured.
This
I
here's my
figured.
only thing. Here's my only thing. No. It's not because of y'all though. It's not because of y'all.
No.
But
I'm
here's
saying
my
I'm being for real. I figured.
but here's my only thing. Dak Prescott had his best season after Kellen Moore. Justin Herbert had his worst season with Kellen Moore. That's my only thing. That's my biggest thing right there. Is like we seen and whatever opinion that you have on Mike McCarthy, he's not that good or whatever case may be. We seen Dak play better with Mike McCarthy than Kellen Moore. And we seen Justin Herbert play worse with Kellen Moore. So that's my biggest thing. Just Jalen Hurts. I feel like this is a make it break it year for him, given the fact that he's had one good season in 3 years. So this is a make it break season for him. But the Eagles pick is in, and y'all taking cornerback Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Again, hey, a speedy corner. This is what we need. We need corners that keep up with these fast receivers. And I'm not gonna lie, Darius Slay. He's about to turn 33. He's at the tail end of his career, in my opinion. I'm surprised we bought him back after last year. He had an okay year last year. Bradbury, I think he's garbage. We have a lot of corners. We have Eli Ricks, Vontae Maddox. We brought him back. Uh, Keely Ringo, Darius Slade, James Bradbury. This is a led. This is a cornerback room, a secondary room led by some vets. But these you got to come and step up. And I think I like this pick with Quinyon Mitchell. Again, very fast. He keep up with a lot of receivers in this league now. Ran a very fast 40 time. See if he can put it all together with his tangibles. Let's see what he can do.
I think my biggest thing. I think he's a very solid corner. Don't get me wrong. I think he has to get better in press man coverage. I think he's good off the ball, but we do see Philly defense, put their corners in press man and let them get 1-on-1. And I think that's the only thing he has to prove. And he's a fast guy. He's a 4-3 guy. So I'm not really worried about his speed on the field. And he's a very good off the ball guy. He has a great burst and he has good recovery speed as well. So that could be a big thing as a press corner that Philly likes to run. But I
I
think it's a
mean,
solid pick.
personally, Eagles don't really play too much press. Like they really don't. They play their corners off. They don't really play too much press. Especially with Vic Fangio's scheme. I mean, they probably play bump and run a little bit, but they don't really play too much press.
I mean, that's Slay name, bump and run. I mean, no,
Nah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
Gilmore.
That's Gilmore. That's
That's
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
I'm sorry. That's bump and run Gilmore. Put some respect on that man name.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock next. It's a team that missed the playoffs this past year. What do you
They
think they
traded
need to
back
do?
as well. Jags. The Jags. Let
Ooh,
me see.
AD showing out right now.
Hmm.
AD showing
He
out a
was
little bit right
showing.
now.
He was same first half we seen
I'm
earlier.
about to say we've seen this before multiple times, man. Get it together.
You just got Josh Allen. You re-signed. Corner. I think
You want to
corner.
go corner?
Think they should go corner. You lost Darius Williams this year. You still got you signed Ronald Darby, like him, don't love him. You signed Darnell Savage, like him, don't love him. You
Mm.
still do got IJ Cisco back there. I like Tyson Campbell. I think he's a very solid corner, but I think you need another corner because I think they're very good at linebacker with Foyer, Louis Khan, Devin Allen. You got
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen that you just resigned. You go out there, you go get Armstead. Don't get me started on Trayvon Walker. But offensively,
He's a
I think they're
bust.
straight. I think they're straight offensively when you talk about Trevor Lawrence, ATN, Gabe Davis. Ooh, maybe. Oh, receiver. They should go receiver. I'm sorry.
'Cause, I
I'm
mean,
sorry. I'm left
besides Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk,
receiver. They should go get a receiver because your best receiver right now. Take your pick: Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, and Gabe Davis.
yeah, take your pick for sure.
Go get you Brian Thomas. Go get a Brian Thomas or leave Brian Thomas on the board. Wait, let's go get him in the second round, please. But
Hey, y'all couldn't get him in the first round.
listen, bro, we needed a tackle, bro. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the pick, but Quinyon Mitchell. But who do you think they should go? Corner or receiver? I think those are the two biggest needs. Which one you think they should address?
I mean, Trevor Lawrence, top 10 quarterback. We seen bad glimpses of this team last year, and it was because offense was stale. I think they go get a receiver here. Then they go get a receiver, a big body receiver. And if I'm them, I'm going Brian Thomas. I'm taking Brian Thomas.
Taking Brian Thomas.
I'm taking Brian
Don't say
Thomas.
that, bro. Don't wish that shit, bro.
I'm being for
Let them.
real.
Let them. Ooh,
Oh, the
nah.
AD just got
I
his
think they
shit
should go get.
smacked. Pause.
Then they should go get Adonian Mitchell.
AD Mitchell is not. Hey, that would not be a bad pick either. I think he'll go later first round though for some reason. I just see him fall into like the Chiefs or some
Him
shit.
or Xavier Worthy. He's the 4-2-1 guy. So
Yeah.
I think either Texas receiver. I think they should go get a speed guy. You got a possession guy and Gabe Davis and Zay Jones. I think they're both possession receivers. You have your slot receiver and Christian Kirk. Go out there, get you a speed guy. I think one of those guys, one of those Texas boys, will be good for you. That's my personal opinion. I think they should go get a Texas receiver. After the first quarter, it's 10-point game. 10-point game. How you
10 points.
feeling?
Lakers up.
How you
Lakers
feeling
up
about your pick?
33-23.
How you feeling
Oh,
about your pick
for
right now?
what, for LA for tonight?
Yeah.
If they keep it up, man, they'll be straight, bro. If they keep it, they'll be straight. I'm not tripping over it. I'm not
I
even a
mean, I
Lakers
think
fan.
this is the thing though. We've seen this story multiple times, like of them
We
coming
have.
out looking good.
We
So
have.
I don't want to overreact to the first quarter, given the fact that this team seems to lose it in the second half. So we're gonna keep a good close eye on it. But big half for AD. AD went out there first half, did what he had to do. He was playing a solid game. Jokic, solid 9 points, four rebounds, 2 assists. Murray has not gotten on the scoreboard. He's over 3, so they need help there. Um, Aaron Gordon has been playing very good. He's 4 for 5, 8 points. But AD is 12 points, 5 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell has not, scored a basketball yet. He's 0 for 3 as well. LeBron is 4 for 4 with the 8 points. Roy Hachimura 2 for 2. Austin Reeves 2 for 4. So, like I said, the biggest thing is them having to be efficient, and I think that's the way they're gonna win this game is by being efficient. That's the only way. Oh, oh.
What's up?
You should tell by my reaction. Jacksonville Jaguars select wide
Oh,
receiver LSU Brian Thomas
Brian
Jr.
Thomas. Yes. I just told you, bro. I said I think they go get a big body receiver, Brian Thomas. And he's physical. In my opinion, he reminds me of Michael Thomas. I hope he can just stay healthy, unlike can't guard Mike. But this is what I want. This is what I want of
Oh,
Jacksonville. Solid pick.
we don't talk about that guy no more. We don't talk about that guy no more. We could just stop. We don't have to mention that guy's name. Talking about the Saints receiver, but Brian Thomas was a big pickup. He was the best receiver still sitting on the board at this point. Like I said, I think I think, in my opinion, they needed to get another receiver. Brian Thomas is a 4.33 guy. He's 6'3", 209, big body, a guy that you could throw the ball up to and to catch them 50-50 catches. And he did have 17 touchdowns last year as well. So I think that's big as well. This is, like I said, this is probably a guy that you can trust. But
Yep.
I just think they lack speed now. That's my personal opinion. I think they lack speed. They could use some help in the I'm sorry, they did go out though and get Devin Duvernay, so that could probably help in the speed category. Not bad. Not bad. Don't hate it. Kind of mad, bro. I wish he would have fell to the second round so we could get him. Let me think. That makes me who the hell should we go get now? Who's still available? Who is still available? We picked 13 best available receivers. I really don't think we need a speed guy. Xavier Leggett.
Xavier Leggett,
He's but
McConkey.
McConkey's only 6 foot though.
Hey,
What?
it don't matter. He's a great slot receiver.
No. Sleeper. Sleeper. You know what? I got an undercover one that I think I probably he probably will. I know he'll be there at our pick. Jalen Polk.
Jalen Polk.
I like
Hey,
Jalen Polk.
he was number
Go
2 to
get us
Roma
a big,
Dunze, and Jalen Polk had a really solid year for Washington last year.
go. Let's go get a big body receiver to replace Michael Thomas. I think he'd be very solid. That's the biggest thing I want is another possession guy. We got Olave that could work that intermediate game. We have a Rashid Shaheed, who's our deep that we need to figure out his contract. I think this is his last year, so we need to figure out how can we extend him. But I think that's where we should go right now. Who's on the clock next? Who do we have on the clock next? Day One's arch nemesis, the Dallas
Dallas
Cowboys are on the
Cowboys.
clock. What you think? What you think? Not being an Eagles fan and not being an
No,
Cowboys
no, 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 no,
hater
no, no,
and
no, no,
everything
no,
else.
no. Don't do
Not
that.
being
Please
a
don't do that.
Cowboys
No, no, no,
hater.
no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm not even a hater when it comes to stuff like this. No, I'm being for real. Like I'm being like I was never that. I'm always a football fan before I'm an Eagles fan. Y'all know this. Like I'm not Khalil. I'm not Dennis. I'm a football fan before I'm an Eagles fan.
Who do I be
You a
hating on?
hater? Oh,
Hating on?
what? Don't get started. Don't get started. You really a
Name one
hater.
team. Oh,
Please. Anyway.
please don't mention the Eagles.
Anyway, Dallas Cowboys. If I'm the Cowboys, you don't get a running back. You're not gonna get a running back to later rounds. And the Cowboys
They
need to go get. They need to go get a tackle. They need to replace Terrence Steele on the right side. I think
no,
they
they
take the
have
tackle.
Terrence Steele.
They need to replace
You
him.
need
They need to go take the tackle from
well,
Oklahoma.
no, they still have Terrence Steele. Well, Terrence Steele started last year.
He's garbage. He's trash.
I think they need a center. They lost Tyler Biadasz.
That's true.
I think they should go out and get a center. Got Graham Barton. I like Jackson. Graham Barton is the only one that has a first round grade on him. I like Jackson Power Johnson though. He was a very valid, very player, a very valid player. He won the Remington Award for the most outstanding center. I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good. I think they should go get him honestly, and it may be a reach given the fact that he has a day 2 grade on him, but I don't think he'll be there by the time you pick in the second round. And I like him. I like people who won something in college, who show why they were meant to be where they are. But I
Um,
like Jackson Powers Johnson.
I'm gonna stop this right quick because we just got a report from ESPN. apparently that Joel Embiid has been treated for a mild case of Bell's palsy for the past week. If you guys don't know what Bell's palsy is, it's an unexplained episode of facial muscle weakness or paralysis. So it worsens after 2 days, and it happens from like facial nerves. They get damaged, and then there's pain and discomfort usually on one side of the face or the head, and it can happen to anybody at any age. So it's like kind of like wow, it's muscle weakness on one side of the face. That's
Well,
crazy.
I don't think you've seen it, but this is something that was actually talked about on after the game. They were talking about Joel Embiid's face and like why his face kind of looked lazy on it was on the left side. So we did kind of see it. We did not know what was going on, but now we
Well, it just
do.
came out.
That's interesting. I mean, is Stephon Gilmore still a free agent?
I think someone got him.
Did they?
I believe so.
Let me see.
I don't think he.
No, he's still a free agent.
Oh, really?
I think Dallas. Yeah, he's still a free. I think Dallas should bring him back. Him and Diggs. I like Gilly. Him Diggs and well, I don't know because
Yeah,
you still
Deron
got
Bland.
whatchamacallit, Deron Bland. Yeah,
Deron Bland was really nice last year. Oof. Like it wasn't that he was just in the right place at the right time all the time either. Like this man was really like actually like a really solid playmaker for these guys last year.
I need Jamal Murray to get gone, though. I really need Jamal Murray to get gone.
But where do you think the Cowboys go here? You said they go center.
I think that's their best bet to go center. The
Who
fact
do you
that
think
you
they take
lost
it?
Tyler Biotis, I
Who do you
get
think they
that you
take at
lost
center?
Teron Smith. I said I like the guy out of Oregon, maybe a little bit biased, but he is also a Remington Award winner, which is best center in college. And like I said, I like decorated guys. I like guys who won something. When we talk about Biletnikoff winners and stuff like that, when we talk about these other positions, I like Jackson. I just like Jackson Powers Johnson.
That'd be solid pick. Now I know Dallas Cowboys have not had the best offseason, probably have had the worst offseason in the whole entire NFL, in my opinion. Probably you
I
can
want to
argue
say
that.
worse, just underwhelming.
Very worse because they didn't done nothing. They didn't address anything. And I know they don't address shit in the offseason. They just keep reloading with the draft and everything and re-signing their guys. Do you think that impacts them for this upcoming season?
No, when we say impact them, like I'm assuming like a negative effect or anything like that. No, I think they'll be a very, very solid team. You bring in Mike Zimmer. Hold on, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The Dallas Cowboys have traded with the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions have moved up to the 24th
Yep.
overall pick,
I'm just
and
now seeing that.
Dallas
Yes.
has moved down to 29. I'm waiting
Okay.
for draft compensation to be announced. I haven't seen anything on draft compensation yet, so I will
Okay.
alert. I will alert when that happens.
Well, hey,
But
I know the people at the draft, all the Lions fans are going crazy right now because they're about to find out who they're about to get.
so
So who do you think that
let's
hey, they moved up?
so let's. Where do you think they should go now? Given the fact you just re-signed Amaral to a big deal, Panay to a big deal, you just brought in Kevin Zeichler, Marcus Davenport, trash. Carson Davis as well as a corner. You kept both your OC and DC, who are two of the most prominent people when it comes to coaching hires.
I
You're
think
able
they
to
go get
keep
another.
them.
In my opinion, they didn't really they need another corner. I think they go Terry Arnold from Alabama. And then they go get him, or they get Jared Goff another weapon on offense. Because outside of Amon and what's his name at tight end? I'm having a brain fart right now. He was solid last year.
Laporta.
Yeah, Sam Laporta and Jameer Gibbs. And you need a little bit
You
more
got
on there.
you got Jamison Williams. You got
Yeah,
Donovan Peoples Jones. You got a
people
very
people
very
Jones. Yeah. Okay, then I think the Lions should go corner. Then Lions should go corner in my opinion. If that's the case, I think they go Terry and Arnold. They moved up for a reason. They probably wanted Quinion Mitchell, but the Eagles took him. So then they go Cooper DeJean or Terry Arnold. They have Brian Branch at safety. Again, you bring him the corner they brought in as well.
I think Brian Branch might. Oh. You do have Brian Branch. You did go out there and get Carlton Davis as well. You do have Kirby Joseph at safety.
I,
Uh,
I think they go. I think they go corner. Carlton Davis not that good. I think they go corner.
Corner. Let me see. Let me look at the draft board real quick. What do they got? Maybe I don't. Cause I was thinking another edge rusher to go along with Aiden Hutchinson, but I don't see one that I love. Boom! The Cowboys are trading the 24th overall pick to the Lions, and they are drafting Alabama cornerback Terrion Arnold. You called it.
See, this is why I'm truth teller. Y'all see? Listen to me, please.
Oh,
And this is why.
oh,
Listen,
oh,
listen.
oh,
Hey, Atlanta, Minnesota, y'all should listen to me. Y'all are Atlanta just for picking freaking McCarthy. Y'all shouldn't have went McCarthy with that pick. But whatever. Do what y'all want. I feel bad for Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Hawkinson. Atlanta, y'all
bro,
stupid.
hold up, because what did they trade? I want to see if they traded. Nobody has a report on what they traded. Nobody has a report on what they traded. Somebody has to have a report at this point. Like, what the hell? Oh, Cowboys trade 24th and 7th round pick for 29 and 73. So they got a third round pick out of it and moved down to 29.
Hmm. I mean, they probably got a third round pick that the Lions got for the Bucks for Carlton Davis and everything. So, I mean, hey, again, that's a really solid pick by Detroit Lions. Like I said, Terry Arnold, hey, he's gonna be a really solid corner for those guys. I think they wanted Quinyon Mitchell, but they couldn't trade up, and Philly stayed put and took him. So they were the next best corner in the draft.
Oh, this is him announcing. I already know what they picked, so I ain't worried about it. Hey yo, let's see. Who's on the clock now? Who got the 25th overall pick?
Green Bay, go Pack, go. Where do you think the Packers go here? I mean, they don't need too much of an offensive line. I think the Packers need to go with defense here.
I think they do need an offensive lineman.
You all right? What do you
Because
think they need at then?
Bakhtiari,
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
about
Bakhtiari. Yeah, true. I forgot they lost him. Oh, I
that.
forgot they lost David Bakhtiari.
I mean, there's no tackles with a first round grade. You got Tyler Guyton. You got a second round, early second round grade. Jordan Morgan, Blake Fisher, Roger Garden from Oregon. I mean, not from Oregon, from Washington.
I'm telling you, bro.
There's no.
I'm telling you, bro. I think I think they I think they go
You know what
defense.
smell? You know what feels like Green
I think they
Bay?
go defense. I think they go defense where they feel like they're gonna go receiver. They're
You
finally
know
gonna
what
take a
feels
receiver.
like?
They're finally gonna take a receiver. I
No,
think they gonna go AD
hell no,
Mitchell. I think
hell
they go AD
no,
Mitchell.
hell no.
I
You
think
know
they go
what
AD
I
Mitchell.
feel like? What feels like Green Bay? What just feels like Green Bay?
Take
Cooper
quarterback.
DeJean. Cooper DeJean.
That too.
Cooper
Oh,
DeJean just
how
feels
he
like
slipped my
Green
mind.
Bay.
I was just talking about Cooper DeJean and he slipped my mind. I think
He
Cooper
just feels
DeJean.
like a Green Bay corner.
Yeah, he does. I'll say Cooper DeJean or I'm gonna say AD Mitchell as a reach a little bit, but not really a reach because this is like kind of the area he's gonna get drafted in. But I'm gonna say
I
out of those
don't
two
think
guys.
I don't think they jump up to go get him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they jump up to go get him. Not gonna lie, I want to see what my guy Skip Bayless got to say.
How about the Cowboys trading back?
Yeah. So Jerry tries to display his draft genius by trading down out of 24 with the Lions. He better be right. This draft is sink or swim for the Cowboys. Okay.
I told you. That's why I said, bro. You said, oh, I wouldn't say worse. I'll say underwhelming. No, it's been underwhelming the past handful of years. Besides with it, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Let's see. 2973 exchange. Oh wow, that 7th pick is not till next year too. Let's see. Let's see what we talking about. What the Lakers game looking like? What the Lakers game looking
Yeah,
like? What we
Lakers are
talking about?
currently up by. They're currently up by 8. 8 with 3
No,
minutes left
mine's
in the second
behind.
quarter.
Mine's a little bit behind. Jamal Murray got to get going, man. He has to get going. I get it, but like, man, he hasn't. Besides the fourth quarter of last game, he just has not been having that good of a series.
Lakers now only up
Like
by 6.
6, Michael Porter Jr. with the lay. MPJ has actually been playing pretty good, given the
He
fact
has
of
been.
his lackluster performance that he had in the finals last year.
I
He
got a
showed up
question.
this playoff.
I have a question, bro. What if Michael and let me know if I'm wrong or not? Wasn't he the one that hurt his back and it caused him his draft stock to fall a little bit?
Well, yeah, he was the one. That's why. Because I mean, if we want to go back, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 player in the nation. He
He
was
was. He was a
one
dog.
of the best. He and what happened was the back injury kind of messed up his game in a sense that he became more of a shooter because he was more of a he could always shoot. Don't get me wrong, but he slashed a lot more. He was a little bit more active, below near the rim. But that back injury and stuff, I think he changed his game up a little bit more to become more of a 3-point shooter, more of that kind of a player. We have seen lately him being more aggressive, going to the rack and stuff. But he's become a bigger volume shooter after the back injury. That is true.
So, barring that he never had that back injury, where do you think he'll be at in his NBA career right now?
Ooh. Let's get back to that. With the 25th pick in the NFL draft, the Green Bay Packers go Jordan Morgan, offensive lineman, Arizona.
Okay, so you were right about the offensive lineman part. I'll give you that. But why? Why?
I mean, like I said, you lost Bakhtiari. You kind
I
of
know you
needed
lost
a guy.
Bakhtiari. I know that, but it's like, sure. I mean, hey, sure. I mean, I don't think he really was that much of a first round talent. Hey, all the Lions fans are now leaving the draft after they got Terry Arnold. They're like, all right, yeah, we're good. We don't need to be here no more.
I mean, like, okay, I think the biggest thing is like you needed a guy. At the end of the day, you needed a guy. I mean, like I said, there wasn't any guys that left for the first round grade. So whoever you got for your offensive line, you was gonna have to reach for it. Tyler Gunton is still on the board. He's ranked just slightly higher than him. 6'8", 322 guy, but they chose to go with the 6'5", 311 guy. Um, I'm not mad at the pick. I agree with the pick. I understand 100% why they went with that pick out of all the picks that they went with. How do you feel about the pick?
I I really wanted him to get like somebody to help him in the secondary. Um, he lost Darnell Savage, he lost Jonathan Owens. I think secondary would
Like I
have been
said,
good, or another receiver on
it felt like
offense.
a Cooper DeJean would be great there, but
Yeah, but hey, they go with that tackle, and that's fine. I'm not even mad at it. The Packers, they do what they want. We've seen it for years, so they still have yet to take a receiver in the first round.
Ooh. Sorry, Cowboys fans. With the 26th overall pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Graham Barton, center out
Center.
of Duke.
Yep.
So our first center is off the board. The only
Finally.
guy with a first round grade. You know, and he's solid. He started 34 games at left tackle. Then he moved to center. Later he played some guard as well. So this is a guy that you can move up and down the
He's
offensive
versatile.
line. He's a very versatile center. I think I could see him playing guard or something like that in the NFL, not necessarily a center. He could be a center. Let me look at the Bucks depth chart. I mean, you're kind of looking at a new O line this year. Honestly, you got Cody Munch, who y'all drafted last year, who's going to be starting at right guard. Robert Hainsey, right now is your projected center. Left guard is Sue Opita, who played for the Eagles last year. So, because I'm being honest, like I'm sure you don't know much about him. He hasn't really played for you guys. I think I see him starting left guard. I can see him starting left guard from day one.
Yeah. That's it.
But let's go back to that. What was your question that you asked me before we ran off the last two draft picks?
Michael Porter Jr. If barring him never get injured or having that bad back injury, how do you think his NBA career would go up to this point right now?
It's tough to say. I mean, because we have to, if we're going to talk about an ideal situation like that, we have to talk about him being in the ideal situation for him to be a star. I don't think he was going to ever be a star given the fact that you had Jokic and Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could really had a big three though. He is a max guy. He does have a max contract, but I could have seen him as an all star, Brandon Ingram, a KD type of player, you know that type of player. But you know, given the situation, him being drafted to Denver, I think he's perfect in the role that he plays. Just for the simple fact, like he, as long as he's consistent shooting the basketball, he's the perfect guy for a Jokic and a Murray because he's 6'10" as well and he's long. Pause. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Man, Khalil freak. I gotta watch out for him.
Yo, bro,
Freak ass man.
you done said mad crazy stuff on here, bro. You done said a couple suspect things, bro. I ain't. You be wilding. You lucky your boy Dennis don't be on here because he be wilding
Bro,
too. That's where you get
Dennis
it
be, I'm
from.
about to say,
That's where
Dennis
you get
be
it from, bro.
tweaking. Nah, Dino be tweaking, bro. Hey, remember that man
That's
told
where
you make it
you.
clap? He said, make it clap,
Yeah.
bro. That was wild.
Nigga Clyde. Nah, he told
I
you
was
that
like,
shit, bro.
whoa. No, he told you, don't act crazy,
He
bro.
told you that shit, bro. He told me that. But Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock again. Were they scheduled to be on the clock? Who did they trade with? Did they trade? I think they traded. I think they just traded.
It's crazy. Do you feel like the Buffalo Bills should have traded up to get Brian Thomas?
No, I think they're fine. There's a lot of wide receiver depth. So I'm not like I said, like I'm still sitting good as a Saints fan, waiting for us to get a receiver. I think we're still sitting good, but we're sitting in the second round. So I know the Bills are still sitting good. When you got AD Mitchell on there, when you got who just ran a 4-2? Who ran a 4-2? Who ran a 4-2? I'm drawing a blank. I am drawing a complete blank. Oh, Xavier Worthy. You got Ricky Pilson. You got Lat McConkey. You got Xavier Leggett. There's so many receivers. Both the other two Washington receivers, Jalen Polk and Jalen McMillan, still on the board. You still got like, there's so many receivers left that you can still find that solid receiver.
I'm just asking because I know the Bills they got rid of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis is now in Jacksonville. So I mean, Brian Thomas is now going to Jacksonville, the team that Gabe Davis is on. So I was asking, is the Bills they need help with their weapons? I mean, again, their best receiver right now or pass catcher right now is Dalton Kincaid. But hey, he still got James Cook in the backfield. He was solid last year. But that's what I'm saying. Like, where do you think the Bills should go? I mean, they're not on the clock right now, but
Receiver. I think they
they're
should
after the
go
Cardinals.
receiver. I
And
think
we
they
think
should
they
go
go.
receiver.
I think they go get AD Mitchell.
Yeah. With the 27th overall pick, the Arizona Cardinals select Missouri's defensive end Darius Robinson out of Missouri. How do you feel about this?
Solid pick for the Cardinals. Uh, it's solid. I can't complain about it. It's kind of mind boggling a tiny bit, but they probably just didn't know what to do. They just drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. with the 4th pick in the draft. So, like, hey, let's go get us an edge rusher, which they needed. They need help in other places as well, but this is somewhere you want to start. But kind of was what was there for them to take, but it's all right.
I mean, I think he didn't test well at the combine. He ran a 4.95, which is not that good when you talk about guys like Chot Robinson running a 4.49 and stuff like that. But I think he's one of those guys when you turn on the tape, like you see he's a very instinctive player. He's a very good pass rusher. I think, as long as the tape translates and you don't look so much at the combine, which I don't really care about. I care about the tape just a little bit more. I think he could be a solid defensive end. Do I think he'd be like a playmaker game changer? I don't know about that. I think that's more so what they need, given the fact that the Cardinals does not have a premier pass rusher on the edge right now. I think they could have used the premier pass rusher, maybe trade up. I'm trying to figure out who did they get that pick from. If you could help me figure that out, they
The
can't.
Cardinals.
Yeah, who did they get that 27th pick from?
Here, let me check right now. They got it from the Houston Texans. I think when they traded for Will Anderson. Remember the Texans moved up in the draft last year for Will Anderson.
They did. They did. They traded up last year for where
This where
Anderson was.
this where
Okay.
Houston this where
Okay.
Houston would be picking out if they
That's what
didn't
Houston
trade.
will be picking. Okay.
Yeah,
So Houston did not have a first round pick this year. That is completely true.
most def.
So, okay. That makes sense. Let's see. Oh man.
The Raiders gonna be running a lot of 12 personnel. They still got
Bro,
Jacoby
it,
Myers.
it ain't bro, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what the Bengals. I
Hey,
mean, that's what the Bills do.
yeah,
That's what the Bills do. I think they're about to go get a receiver right now.
yeah. I think the Bills definitely go get a receiver.
Damn, you think your boy Cooper Jazeen makes it out the first round?
Uh,
That's your guy. You liked him. You liked him. You wanted him.
Bro,
You wanted him. You
relax,
wanted him.
bro.
You
Stop.
wanted him. You did. Am I lying?
I say if he converts to safety, sure, I'll take him.
Man, you was high on him. I talked you out of it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, you gonna take
Talked you
credit for
down off
that?
the ledge. I talked you down off that ledge.
Yo, all right, man.
I talked you down because I said two white quarters. You like, oh yeah, we do got Ray Blankenship. I don't know if I want two white DBs, but in that backfield already. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo,
About to have a DB for a secondary full of white guys. Let's see. Let's see. Bills on the clock. Cowboys are up next, sitting at 29 now. Coming down to the final 5 picks of the draft. Ooh, there's going to be a lot of guys left on this board. Who do you think? Who do you think is going to be premier day two guys coming into the draft tomorrow? Given the fact that there's only 5 people left to get picked, I'm assuming Dallas goes offensive line. I'm assuming Bills go receiver. Don't know anywhere the Chiefs are going to go. What do they really need? Who else is still left to pick? 49ers, Baltimore, like
Uh, that's kind of, I don't know. It's a lot of receivers, so I'm just saying anybody that's a receiver pretty much, but they gotta pan out.
who do you okay, as far as that, like, do you see any game changers? Any game like receivers that still are let's talk about receivers then. Receivers that's still on the board right now. Who do you think can be the AJ Brown type, Debo Samuel, DK Metcalf, day two type of guy that fell that
I'm
still
gonna
can be
say
big
I'm gonna say
time?
Xavier Leggett. I mean, he ran 4.39 and he has size. He checks ball really well. He has great high point catching ability, so I think he's gonna be good. Lad McConkey, Ricky Pearsall, those good, really good, solid receivers. Keon Coleman, another solid receiver as well. He was really solid for Florida State last year. You talk about Jalen Polk and Jalen McMillan. Those guys played besides the number one ninth pick in Roman Dunze. Troy Flanken, your boy from Oregon, he was solid as Oregon's number one last year. Brandon Rice, the son of Jerry Rice, he was solid at USC last year. Roman Wilson, Taz Walker, and listen, Johnny Wilson, Luke McCaffrey, Chris McCaffrey brothers, Jermaine Burton. I mean, listen, this receiver class is deep. It's deep. So I think
But
any
I'm
receiver
a
that's day 2 or 3 is gonna be really good in my opinion.
I think the one that can be, like I said, your DK Metcalf, your Debo, your AJ Brown, your day two guy that hits, Keon Coleman.
Keon
I like
Coleman.
Keon Coleman. I think he was a problem. It took him a little minute to get his foot in at Florida State, but once he got his foot in, he got rolling. Like he was a matchup nightmare, bro. And he can high point the football. He's very good at high
He
pointing the
can.
football and creating space on his route running. Honestly, like I had him initially going into it as a day one guy.
So I think I believe uh Peyton Wilson, linebacker from NC State. I think he won the Buckets Award last year for the best linebacker in the nation. He's going to be really solid day 2 pick as well. Again, I don't know how he kind of slipped out the first round. I thought he was going to be a late first round pick after the way he played, but playing at NC State, I mean, he was pretty much the best player on that defense, arguably in my opinion. So he's going to be solid too as well. There's still a lot of guys on this draft that's available that
I'm not
you would
gonna
think is a
lie,
first round pick,
a guy that I had as a first round pick going into the season,
but he got injured.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Jeremiah
I thought
Trotter Jr.
I thought you were gonna say Jonathan Brooks for a second, but then he got hurt. But Jeremiah Trotter Jr. again, another guy I thought was gonna go explode when he's at Clemson, but he's not here.
And
He's not
I mean,
here.
he just did not have the best 2023 season. And I think that's part of the problem. He's not a super big guy, but I think
No, he's
he
not.
understands the game of football. And I think that's one of the biggest things. Like he knows how to play the game of football, and I think he can make a difference for a team as a very very solid off the ball linebacker. In my personal opinion, somebody who can also not only be off the ball but also rush the passer at times. True. Wow! Breaking news. The Bills are trading the 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're drafting Xavier Worthy. I told you this
Wow.
shit. This is one of the guys I
Uh
said the Chiefs should get. You just gave Patrick Mahomes another 4-2 guy.
listen,
You gave him another 4-2
listen,
guy.
listen.
Woo!
Listen. We just had the Bills to take that draft pick and take a receiver. They trade back into the last pick of the draft and they let the Chiefs trade up. Now, listen, we did have either A.D. Mitchell or Xavier Worthy fall into the Kansas City Chiefs late first round. We saw that was in my draft mock board. I had the Chiefs getting one of these two, but not at pick 28. The fact that the Super Bowl champs back to back have traded up and got this guy for Patrick Mahomes.
I
What
don't
more do
even
you want?
I don't even think that's the biggest. I don't even that's the biggest thing. It's the fact that the Bills were the ones who
Yeah,
created the deal, the conference rivals, pretty much,
honestly.
and they just traded up to get. And we talked about this post combine that Xavier Word would be a great person to add to that offense. To add to the offense with Patrick Mahomes, then you go out there and you get Hollywood, and then you still got Travis Kelce, you got a Sky Moore, you got what's his name, Rasheed Rice.
She Rice. Who knows? I mean, he gonna be suspended for a couple games, but
Still, bro,
still.
that's bro. The rich just getting richer, bro. Like I don't know what else
Yeah.
to say. Like the rich get richer.
This is pathetic. Just pathetic.
Bro, they all sound
Bro.
hurt.
Because I'm just mad at the Bills. Like, cause like, bro, you had a chance to go get. They're probably gonna go over AD Mitchell at this point. Then they're probably
I
gonna go
think.
Unless Baltimore gets him. Unless Baltimore gets AD Mitchell, they need a receiver.
I mean, I think the biggest thing as well. I don't think you make that deal unless you have multiple guys that you love.
Yeah,
You probably have multiple guys that you love that you're okay with it getting either one. And that's what pretty much where the route that they're going. So, man, the rich get freaking richer, bro. Patrick Mahomes, you just got Patrick Mahomes another shiny toy, bro.
yep,
That's crazy.
that's
But
crazy.
it is now halftime at out of the Lakers and Nuggets game. The score is 53-49. AD 16.7 rebounds, 3 assists. LeBron 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 7 for 9. You got 8 points coming off your bench right now. D'Lo Donut 0 for 4 right now. Nuggets, Jamal Murray and Jokic combined for 11 points. Jamal Murray hasn't been shooting the basketball too well, 4 for 10. My Aaron Gordon, 14 points, 9 rebounds. He's about to have a double double. How you feeling? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the first half so far?
Really solid first half, but again, like I said in the pregame, Lakers, you need help from more of your supporting cast. D'Lo, get your shots up, dog. Hey, you only shot 4 times, but you have a donut at halftime. Not good. Nuggets, Jamal Murray needs to get going. Murray needs to get going. The supporting cast, they need to get going as well. This game's going to probably come down to the ending again, but I got the Lakers still taking it.
I, it's just not where you want to be as a Lakers fan, bro. I'm sorry. Like, this is an advantageous situation if I'm a Lakers guy. Like, I mean, this is an advantage. This is an advantageous situation for me going for the
Yeah.
Nuggets. As
Mhm.
long as the game's close, I'm cool. As long as the game's close, the game's 4 point game, they're not out of it. They're right there. We know what they do in the fourth quarter. I am feeling good for where they're standing right now. Back to
I can't
the
believe it. I
NFL.
can't believe the Chiefs are just loaded. Like Marquise Brown, Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Travis Kelce. They still got Sky Moore over there. They got Pacheco in the backfield with last but not least, you got Patty Mahomes at quarterback. What?
So the Dallas Cowboys at pick 29 select offensive tackle from Oklahoma, Tyler
Tyler
Guyton.
Guyton. Okay. Again, that's solid after losing Tyron Smith. And again, Terrence Still, I think he's garbage, but who knows what they're going to do now. But that was a really solid pick by Dallas Cowboys. He's going to be pretty good. Let's see what the Cowboys can do. I think that's a solid pick. I'm not even to be too mad at it. I'm an Eagles fan.
I think he's still a work in progress, given the fact that he was a tight end converted to tackle. He is a big guy, 6'8", 322. And that lets you keep Tyler Smith at guard. Yeah, you can bump him to the outside. I think you got to work with him a little bit, get him a little bit better in pass pro and stuff like that. But he has the foot speed, given the fact that he used to be a tight end. He still you kind of obtain some of that quickness that you still keep even though you kind of get bigger and all that other stuff. But I like the pick. I thought they should have got a receiver. I mean, a center But tackle, I'm not mad at either. They just really needed to fill the holes that they have at offensive line, and they filled one of them by getting a tackle. So I kind of like the pick.
Yeah, it's really solid.
Hey,
Man,
somebody tweeted Patrick Mahomes getting Xavier Worthy should be illegal.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, really, really? Are you kidding me right now? Are
Bro,
you kidding me? Like, really?
bro,
Just like the best quarterback in the league for the past handful of years get the
that's
fastest receiver in the
insane,
draft.
bro. That's actually insane.
So I said the Bills don't want to win. The Bills don't want it for real.
I mean, the
Five
Bills
foot
are like,
11, 165. I did not know Xavier Worthy was this light.
yeah, he's small. He's a small guy.
Bro, I weigh more than him. He's just like a half inch taller than me.
Man, barely.
Joe, don't do that.
A half inch taller. He's
How?
like 2 inches taller than you, two and a
No,
half
bro.
inches
I'm
taller
literally
than
five. I'm 5'10" and a half. Please stop dick riding. You will
you.
be 6 foot so bad, bro. I get it. I know you will be 6 foot so bad,
Bro,
bro.
I am 6 foot, bro. I'm 6 foot and a half.
It sounds good.
6 foot and a half, Brody.
Yeah, it's unfair. But the Cowboys, excuse me, really solid pick at tackle. But he's definitely a work in progress, though. But something.
Bro, hold on. I'm still trying. I'm trying to hold up. Because that's insane.
It's
That's
very insane.
insane. You got Justin Watson, Sky Moore, Justin Rice, Kadarius Tony, Rasheed Rice, Marquise Hollywood Brown. Then you go out and add Xavier Worthy to go with Travis Kelce. That defense is still there. You still got Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Brian Kelly, Justin Reed, Joshua Williams, Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquil, Chris Jones. You got back Karlaftis. I like Karlaftis. Bro, they're gonna be a problem, bro. They're gonna be a problem, bro. And you got Wentz as your backup. Bro, that offense is OP, bro. That
Yeah,
offense is really out
Buffalo
of pocket, bro.
Buffalo let Josh Allen
Like,
down again, bro. I agree with a lot of people saying on social media, the Bills have let Josh Allen down yet again, and I agree with that. I agree. This might be the
no,
fastest
no,
receiver
no,
he's
no,
had
no.
besides John Brown.
Nah, here's my thing. I don't, like I said, wait, let's see what the Bills do, bro. There's still a lot of good receivers left. So I'm not mad at the receiver pick. It's
Yeah,
the
I'm not
fact
mad
that
either,
who you
but
traded the pick to get Xavier. What the? How do you stop this offense?
bro,
Please let me know. How do you stop this
I don't
offense?
know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. That's why I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, how do you stop all this? How do you stop all this?
Bro,
I'm
because
appalled.
you think, bro, with not good receivers, you go out there and you win the Super
But this is
Bowl.
my thing, though. This is my thing, though. Is Xavier Worthy going to turn out to be another John Ross? Like, I hope not, bro. I really hope not, because John Ross in the 2016 draft or 2017 draft, it was not good. And no,
As long as he stay healthy, I don't think so. He has to. I think the biggest thing is he has to. He's going to have to end up putting on weight.
he's gonna have to. Yeah,
That's the biggest
165,
thing.
165 pounds is not gonna cut it.
But that's one of the things you probably put 10 pounds on him this year, 15 pounds in the off season. So now you're getting them up to 190 within 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah,
And I think that's kind of where you want to be at. You 6'1", 190. You obtain some of that speed. Maybe he's not 4.21, but he's 4.25, 4.26. That's still a speed burner. And you give Mahomes a guy that could take the top off the defense the same way that Rick did.
just crazy.
Bro, that's insane, bro. That's actually insane. I cannot believe it. I can't.
Damn.
Who's on the clock now? I don't even know now.
Hey, the Ravens.
No, no.
The Ravens, get a receiver. Please get a receiver. Be smart. Get a receiver. Don't. I'm not joking. Ravens, get a receiver. A second half of
Who?
Lakers and Nuggets game is about to start. If I'm Lakers, I'm going
Who?
AD Mitchell. AD Mitchell. They don't need no secondary help.
You got Zay Flowers.
Besides
You don't
Mark
like
Andrews, who
Xavier.
else?
You don't like Xavier Leggett?
Not in the first round, second round.
Yeah, Ricky Pierce and Lad McConkey, they're both day two guys to me.
Second,
Even
that's
a
what I'm saying.
Keon,
Second round.
like I'm telling you, Keon Coleman is a sleeper,
No,
bro.
he is a sleeper. He's 6 foot. Ain't he like 6'7", 6'6", 6'8"? Oh, he
Who?
ran a Keon Coleman. They
No,
it
Keon Coleman 6'3".
okay. Johnny
You
Wilson taller,
thinking
right?
Johnny Wilson? Johnny
Johnny
Wilson six
Wilson.
seven.
Yeah, but I heard one of those guys messed up their 40 time at their pro day. They ran a slow 40. I forgot who it was.
Nah, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman 4.6 second combine, fourth time is concerned.
So I'm saying, yeah,
Uh,
one of those guys messed up their 40 time. That's why their
but
draft stock that low.
his 10-yard split is a 1.54, which puts him in a 4.4 range. So
Who did
he
it?
has a quick
Go ahead, my bad.
first step. It's just the back end speed.
Oh, the Nuggets have made it within the 2 point game.
The Ravens are drafting cornerback out of Clemson, Nate Wiggins.
Nate Wiggins. You know
Nate
it's crazy.
Wiggins.
I just said they need secondary help, but they go pick a corner. I mean, this is not a bad pick for the Ravens. Nate Wiggins, I think he's the third or fourth best corner off this draft board.
He's a
I'm not
4.2 guy
really.
as well.
Yeah, he's really fast. He's lengthy. I don't think it's bad at all. I think this is a really solid pick.
What do you mean by that game?
Pause. No did it. You right. Damn.
What do you mean
Freak.
by that game?
Yeah, hey, my bad about that. My bad about that game. um, that was wild, bro. That was too wild. See, hey, it's not Khalil that's a freak dude no more. It's kind of me that's a freak dude. Um, if I'm the Ravens, I would have took the receiver, but it's all right. Nate Wiggins is not a bad pick right here.
To put him next to
Uh,
Marlon Humphreys, and you got Kyle Hamilton as a safety. You got
yeah,
Marcus Williams, Brandon
Roquan.
Stevens.
Yeah, Roquan
You got
linebacker.
Roquan. You got Matabuke. You still got
Matabuke.
Owe, Michael Pierce. I
Mm-hmm.
like it.
What I'm saying, this is
I like
solid.
it.
I'm not bad. This is really solid.
I do.
Like I
I
said,
do.
like you said, this is a deep receiver class, so they got second round. If they have a second round pick, then they can attack.
Your guy falling, man. Your guy is falling right
Can you stop
now.
saying that's my guy?
That was, bro. We not gonna sit here and act like throughout this whole draft process, from the season ended to the draft, that wasn't your guy. Now all of a sudden, it's not your guy. Stop being
Yo,
like that,
don't
bro.
do that,
Stop being
please.
like that,
You
bro.
being Aggie right now.
You see how people
No,
change
no,
up.
no, 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 no,
People
no, no, no.
change up real quick.
That's cap. Ladies and gentlemen, quick update. The Nuggets have taken their first lead of the game. They're up 58-55. Quick commercial break. But hey, if I'm the Niners, what do I do here from San Fran? What do I do here from San Fran? It's a good question, right?
What-
I think you go. I
Uh,
think you go interior.
think they,
What's the best? Who are the best interior guards in this draft? Because their interior guards is the weakest part of their offensive line.
I mean, you also got rid of Armstead this
That,
offseason.
yeah.
But you did bring in Malik Collins, but it's not the same. You do add Leonard Floyd. You do lose damn, we just got him Chase Young. You do bring in Utor Gross Matos. You got Drake Greenlaw, who's coming off an Achilles injury as well. You bring back Devondre Campbell, or you bring in Devondre Campbell. Tig is in your secondary with Funga, who's going to be coming off an injury. You got Darius Ward. You got Isaac Yadam from the Saints. I don't like him starting. Maybe a corner, if I'm being honest. I like Feliciano and Aaron Banks as your two starting guards right now. I mean, they started last year. But corner? Corner? Maybe?
For San Fran, yeah, I
Or
can see
do
it.
you go out and get yourself a receiver and get rid of Ayuk?
I mean, I don't want to be there no more. That's what I'm saying. Because
Well,
he
Ayuk
don't work
wants his
there.
money. He wants his money. And he just seen what Debo did 2 years ago. Debo just went through the same situation. So he knows what he has to do to get his money, and Debo ended up getting his money. So it's either trade me or give him my money. But corner, maybe? What's the team needs? What is it? They need a tackle, corner, receiver, center, offensive guard. So offensive line or corner. I don't think they go receiver personally, unless they're trying to get rid of IU. But like I said, I think that makes the most sense at this point.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's
They're on the
see.
clock. They're on the
San
clock.
Fran,
I need to tune back into this
faithful
Nuggets
to the
game.
Bay.
Got to see what the Nuggets talking about. They want shaking in his boots.
Really not.
They want shaking in his boots right now.
Don't listen to him, guys. He's bugging.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
A little be on drugs.
Day one.
A little know what he's talking about.
Day one. How is this going to affect LeBron legacy when he gets swept in the first round?
Listen, sir, you need to watch your mouth.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just doing some journalism. That's it, bro. I'm just asking a question. Just we talk about KD getting swept. What about LeBron?
Oof. That's a good question. I didn't think about it like that. That would be crazy work. I ain't gonna lie. It would affect his legacy. Not crazy, but it definitely would affect it big time. Not big time, but it'll partially affect it.
Boom. Told you. 49ers select defensive back Iowa Cooper DeJean. Told you they need a corner, man. It kind of felt like it too. It kind of felt like they need a corner. They should go corner there. Beef up that secondary. So I like their corner. AD wrist. He's grabbing on that wrist.
I'm gonna say AD's grabbing his wrist.
Is this something? Or is this nothing? It's just AD being AD. AD sometimes he get hurt.
He'd be like, oh, he start crying and shit.
Plus he hurt.
Yeah, so how he beat.
How you feel about the Cooper DeJean pick?
Why you keep throwing like jabs at me asking about Cooper DeJean, bro? Like,
bro, all I asked was, what do you think about the Cooper DeJean pick? That's all I asked. I
solid
didn't
pick.
call him your guy. I didn't say any of that. I just said, what do you think about the pick?
Solid pick. They needed corners. They got solid safeties. They just needed corners. They got a solid front seven. They just needed corners, and they addressed it. Simple. I mean, that's not the guy. They probably wanted Wiggins, but I think Cooper DeJean is a safety. I don't think he has good speed, but not. I'm not saying it because he's white either. Like, I think he's a safety, but what do I know?
Why do you think he's a safety there, bro?
Look, I'm not answering that question on this podcast.
Bro, what is it? What is it, bro? Wait, what? Pause. I lied. Fix that. The 49ers are drafting a wide receiver, Florida, Ricky Pearsall, as a 31st pick instead of Cooper DeJean.
Whoa. Wait, where'd you get that Cooper DeJean thing from then?
Where I got the rest of my picks from, but obviously he deleted that tweet and posted another one. So
Ricky Pearsall. I thought he would be a early second rounder.
I thought he was a day 2 guy.
They're going with him first round. And he's a really solid slot receiver. But over Lab McConkey, though?
Over McConkey, over Leggett, over
Leggett?
Mitchell.
Over AD Mitchell? Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see.
What do you think? Do you think?
I think it's a slight reach.
Especially.
I think it's a slight reach. Not mad at it, but I think it's a little bit of a reach.
I think he'd be good in a slot. I think he'd be good working outside in a slot.
No, most definitely.
Who's the slot receiver right now? It was Jennings.
Jawan Jennings, that's correct.
Jennings. I like Pearsall working in the slot. I'm not gonna lie. I think not mad at the pick. It's a solid pick. You give Brock Purdy another weapon to work with because he's mid. But that's neither here nor there. Our opinions on him may differ. But it's a solid pick as well. I said offensive line or I mean I'm sorry corner or receiver. You kind of mentioned offensive line. I didn't feel like they would go offensive line, and they didn't. But very, very.
I'm still just appalled how the Buffalo Bills just don't want to win. They wanted to keep helping the Chiefs destroy them every freaking year. Honestly, if they were being real when it matters, I'm just appalled by that. Like you just
Who
gave
do you
Pat
think?
Mahomes another weapon.
Who do you think they get? Who do you think they get to close out
But
this?
last pick of the draft, the Buffalo Bills, just be smart. Go with AD Mitchell, bro.
AD Mitchell.
Go AD Mitchell. Ricky Pearsall's he's a really solid receiver. I think his hands, he got really solid hands too. He
Lakers are
tracked the ball
taking the
really
lead
well.
again. AD got 20 points. Whoa! What are the Bills doing, bro? Bills have traded out of the first round to the Carolina
Ooh,
Panthers,
what are
and the
y'all
Panthers have
doing?
traded up to the first. Boy, if I'm a if I'm a
So if,
if I'm a
if I'm a
Bills
Bills fan,
fan,
please just
I
go
am
grab your
highly
Glock.
disrespectful.
Bills fans, I don't promote nothing suicidal, but y'all want to grab your Glock and no homo, put it in your mouth or put it to your head and just pull the trigger, bro. Because you always give the Panthers the first round pick, a pick that the Panthers didn't have this year. Because remember they
Well,
traded their first round.
if I'm not mistaken, they moved back just one pick.
Just one
So
they
they're
did. That's
moving.
true. That is true still. But still,
So they moved from 32 out of day one to 33 in day two. What are the Bills doing, bro?
okay. So where do the Panthers go from here? I think they should. What offensive linemen are still left? Because that's what they need. Let me check the draft board right now.
I don't think it's a question of what position. I think should they go receiver though?
Oof. Who would they get? AD Mitchell or
Because
Leggett or McConkey or Keon Coleman?
who's the best offensive lineman on the board still?
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing
Blake
but
Fisher is the highest ranked offensive lineman
yeah.
tackle out of Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
I think he's very solid. He's not left tackle of the future.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The
Yep. The pick is
Bear,
in.
the Bills are trading 32 pick to the Panthers, and they are drafting Xavier Leggett.
There you go.
That will conclude the
That
first
included the draft.
round.
The first round.
Bills are now picking first for day two.
Okay.
Thoughts,
Well,
reactions, recap.
uh,
Let's recap real quick before we get up out of here.
recap. What we recapping the whole draft? We
No,
just
no,
did
no, no,
every. We
no,
did.
no, no,
We
no,
did
no,
all
no,
these
no.
picks.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about just biggest surprise, biggest head scratchers. Who you think won day one? Those kind of things.
Okay. Biggest surprise and biggest head scratcher in my opinion. I'm gonna combine them. Michael Penix Jr. I'm not letting go of that. Michael Penix Jr. and also the second draft pick by the Cardinals. Um, the second draft pick the Cardinals took. Having a brain fart. Having a brain fart.
I'll go
Uh,
back to it.
no, I got you. I got you. Darius Robinson. Again, he just wasn't really no. But the best pick of the first round, I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison Jr., Dallas Turner for Minnesota, and I'm gonna say I don't want to be biased, but I think the Eagles got the best corner in the draft. Oh, and Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs as well.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. The rich get richer. What can I say? Like you mentioned, Marvin Harrison as well. Another receiver. Kyler Murray now gets a weapon out there. I like what the Jaguars did with Brian Thomas, getting him getting Trevor Lawrence a receiver to throw to, a big body receiver. So he's going head scratchers, Penix, Penix for sure.
That was so stupid.
And that that was a head scratcher, and the Bills not having a draft pick today is
Yeah,
also a
that
head
was
scratcher that they traded down. So I don't know all the draft compensation that they receive, but they have traded down what, two times today? So they traded from 28 to 32 and then 32 to 33. So obviously I think they're trying to value quantity over quality. So they're trying to, I think they have so many holes to fill. They want to build up their draft picks to use them to get bigger players. I think that's my biggest thing. But man, I just don't know. I like what the Vikings did. This guy only likes half of what the Vikings did. I like both moves that the Vikings did.
because you're biased for JJ McCarthy. I'm not. I don't think he's that
It's
good.
not even
I'm
that.
not.
It's not even
No.
that. You need a quarterback. The only two quarterbacks left is JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix.
Ooh.
And then you got arguably the best defensive player in the draft. I'm sorry.
You
That
got what
to
you
me,
wanted.
yeah, that honestly that was the best move. Honestly.
Cool.
I think
You got
I
what
think
you
Vikings
wanted.
won day one. Vikings won day one.
Okay.
A plus.
Nice.
A
Yep.
plus. A
Cool.
plus.
Nice. Vikings automatically get A plus. A plus. A plus. A plus. A plus. A plus. Cool. I guess they won fucking first day. Yeah. Okay.
Why are you hating, bro? Why you hating? Them
I'm
and the
not. I'm
Chiefs.
not. I'm not
Them and the
tripping over JJ.
Chiefs.
I'm not worried
Them and
about
the
JJ
Chiefs.
McCarthy.
Them and the Chiefs.
That's fine. I'll take that. I
Man, you
said
better be
that
worried about
they got
it.
a their first pick. I don't agree with, but they got a really arguably top five draft player with a mid first round pick with Dow Turner.
You,
I'm fine with that.
you
And the
better be
Chiefs,
worried about
they
Jaden Daniels.
that's fine. I'm a big fan of Jaden Daniels, so I'm expecting that. I'm also worried about Malik Neighbors. I don't sleep on nobody. That's fine.
Luggage are up 6 now. But that concludes it. That's it. Close
Say,
us out, day
hey,
one.
I said our first live stream, semi live stream, kind of. I said this lasted about like almost 4 hours. Happy to bring this to you guys. You guys watched this whole thing. Thank y'all for tapping in with us. So this won't count as an episode. We're just doing this as a first live stream, but we covered playoff talk. We covered the NFL draft, pretty much pick by pick. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, make sure you guys go check out our Patreon. Link will be in the description for that. Also, make sure you guys keep liking, keep commenting, keep supporting. We love everything you guys are doing for us. We shall see y'all guys on the next episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As they want to mention, this is our first semi-live stream simulcast of a live event going on. We appreciate everybody who watches, who supports, who sit here and listen to our reactions and listen to our talk. This is something that we want to bring to you guys. This is one of the few things that we've been working on that we wanted to bring to you guys. So we may be doing some more live events in the future. Stay tuned to that, or giving our live reactions to that. So for the meantime, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Before the Horn Podcast, TikTok and Twitter at Before the Horn Pod. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this out to all your friends, your family members. Let us know what you like, what you dislike. We love the feedback that we've been getting so far and the feedback that we get. So till next time, appreciate the love.
Peace.